Hello, Internet! We are here to play Depression and Death. Nope, that's not right. Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons is what we are playing. It's been a week. It's been a day. It's, life. So, previously on Tomb of Annihilation, they did stuff in the tomb. Kind of. They saw a lot of rooms.
Make it sound seedy, Kurt.
They chased down a skeleton, lopped off its head, figuring it was some kind of key in a triangular shape. Z crawled into a box and had all of the metal she carried turned to rust.
Fuck's sake.
And they have discovered a mummified monkey-like creature inside of a sarcophagus that now has a crystalline coffin lid, and the monkey appears to be holding a wicked-looking mace. The lovely people I'm playing with, Mr. Josh, Singularity Josh, playing the Tabaxi Rogue Monk, Artemagatha. We have Neve playing the Halfling Bard Sandfire. We have Rob, the Undead Gamer, Mouse to the South, talks a whole lot, punches you with fist, playing Valor Agatha, the brother of Artem, and he's barbarian fighter.
Oh, look at you, Kirk, nailing it.
I mean, look, I'm doing all this shit off of the top of my head, yo. Then we have Burrito playing Ilhak, the Aarakocra cleric, and we have Prue playing the ever endeavorous Tomb Raider Zaidi Z Ngore, a Cholton Arcane Archer. So that's the casting crew. This is our game, and we're gonna go do some murder. I mean, I'm gonna go do some murder. They're gonna go try to survive. On that lovely note, let's go ahead and I did that. So let's go ahead and dive. Oh man, look, no, double track would be bad. Sorry. I'm doing the brain dead today. So we're gonna have fun with this. Alright, cool. Change up an audio track. And let's go to a map. Right. So, currently, you are all in this room that was hidden behind a blade. Who's in the pit?
I'm in the pit.
Just Z? I know Sandfire was in the pit. Did she climb out?
I think
No,
Sunfire's in the pit with me.
I'd be in the pit.
Okay. Anybody else in the pit?
Depends on how long we've been in this room for. I know that we finished up basically coming into this room, so it's whether we're just arriving or if we've been in there for a minute or...
Y'all have been in there a little bit because Sandfire did the thing with the mage hand on the other two chests, which allowed the crystalline thing, so
Sure.
I don't know, 10 minutes or so.
Artem will probably go check the pit just to check for traps and stuff.
Yeah. So the only thing in the pit is the sarcophagus with the crystalline lid and the undead monkey-looking creature holding a mace. So, my dear friends, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna give this thing a once over, double check to see if there's any more traps, mechanisms, oogly boogly nonsense going on.
Sure.
I was going to say, I can't see shit on Roll20.
Are you right at the top, Rob? we're at the top of the map. Like we have very
Yeah,
limited-
like oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. Now it's worked. Just like moved back to where I was. I can see now. It's all good. Don't know what that was.
Right at the top and can't see shit. So
Move your token and then sort of move it back. That's what I did and it worked.
what? This is the same level of turn it off and on again.
I should try turning it off and on again.
Yay.
Every time I touch Roll20, I feel like a decrepit old lady trying to work a smartphone. Like, how does this work, sweetie? Can you show me?
Well, I mean,
Back in your box, Nana.
I've just checked. You do have sight, so
Maybe it's just when the tokens come in. I could detect magic on it, but it sure as hell will probably ping magical. Like,
oh, did you learn magic in the last 3 minutes?
I didn't learn anything in the last minute.
You didn't have it prepared. You had
It's-
Dispel Magic done.
No, it's under my first level spells. It's right
okay.
there. I have not touched my character sheets at all because I am not prepared enough for these sessions to like think of fudging it. So
That's fine. I just must have overlooked it last time I looked. All right.
I can send you
It's fine.
screenshots.
It's fine. I'm not worried about it. If you want to detect magic, go for it. You can ritually cast detect magic if you want.
Well, the thing is,
What's that,
I'm
Neve?
pretty certain it's gonna ping magical and then not tell me anything about it.
I can cast Identify on it. It's more than likely to be magical, and if it's not magical, then we'll go from there.
That's going to be a lot more useful.
I'll ritually cast Identify on the mace.
Did you want?
You can't. It's through a crystalline thing. You have to be able to...
Oh.
Did you want an investigation check off me? Sorry, Kurt.
No. I'm going to give you... There are no traps here. In fact, the buttons which were originally on the stone sarcophagus lid are no longer there. The entire lid of the sarcophagus literally transformed into a chunk of crystal.
Cool. I'm just going to move it then.
Okay. So, give me 1 second while I pull up this room, because being prepared, that's a game for chumps.
Play with
Just
prepared
us.
losers. What's that about?
I was just pinged. Shall I move? Or am I about to be in trouble?
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Everything is sus.
Yep. So, during the course of your investigation, it looks like the lid, when it turns crystalline, is actually merged with the bottom of the thing, so it's all one solid unit. But you figure it probably wouldn't be too hard to break. It's crystal.
Then I'll just break it then. I'll try to break it.
Okay. All right. Roll an attack.
I will just say that
I fucking see how it is, D&D. I fucking see how it is. Okay. Okay, fuck you.
Z definitely cringes as things get hit around her.
So you go to strike this crystalline thing with your sword, and I don't know if it's the bevel or whatnot, or the cramped quarters, but the blade just turns and skims across it.
Brother, do you need someone stronger to hit it?
Yes, brother. Just break it for me.
No.
Can we brace ourselves?
Yeah, so Baylor steps up to the plate.
All right. So you climb down into the pit as well.
Hell yeah.
All right. Climb down into the pit. Let me move Artem into the pit.
Am I the only one on the top?
Yep.
Do you want a strength or do you want a?
I want an attack.
Attack, yeah, that's fine.
Can I observe them or see if something changes about the boxes on my level?
Everything is just like it is. I mean, they're the 4 of them down around this sarcophagus, and they're attempting to beat it to death.
Okay, so Baylor lifts his hands up and sort of strikes them with like the that bit of his fist, basically, and sort of brings both his fists down.
So you do like that whole hammer drive thing down onto it? Cool. So you take your hands up, you lift him into the air, and you just like, bah! And you hit this thing, and it shatters into hundreds of pieces. Give me 1 second.
Kirk's like, what kind of saving throw is this again?
That's not
just gonna be profusely bleeding with all this crystal like stuck in my hands.
Is that how quickly did you want to roll new characters?
I mean, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Monkey about to start swinging that fucking axe. I fucking knew it.
Alright, so everybody's got their initiative on here. Alright, cool. So, as the crystalline part of this sarcophagus shatters, the mummy monkey his hands clutch around the mace and he starts to stand. Z, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Let me go ahead and put on some battle drums.
I didn't put myself in the initiative tracker. My bad.
I knew it.
I'll sort that.
That's okay. Sorry.
I would like to disengage.
Okay.
And climb out.
Okay.
And
where are you climbing out to?
I'm climbing out past my boy over here.
Okay.
Am I? No, I'm climbing out past Soundflare because she's cute. And I'm just climbing out to this corner.
Okay.
Because it's 20 feet up, right?
Yes.
This thing. Yeah, I'm climbing out to there. I don't believe I have any bonus actions, so I'm done. I'm done.
Right. Cool. Sandfire.
Isn't the monkey popped up?
Yes, he is starting to stand, clutching this mace.
Okay, he's starting to stand.
Ready to.
Yes.
Is he technically prone?
Sure.
I say that. I probably wouldn't use my rapier anyway because that's a dumb idea. It's a non-magical weapon. I'm gonna disengage as well.
Okay.
And bonus actions. Come on, over there. And I'll give Baylor Bardic. And I go, do what you do best, Baylor. Please punch it, please punch it, please punch it.
Okay. Cool. So, Baylor, you have Bardic. Is that you done, Sandfire?
My turn.
It's me next.
Yep. Ohak.
I'm going to Guiding Bolt the monkey that's trying to I assume it's going to come swinging at us. And that may be a false assumption, but I'm not willing to chance it.
Alright, let me open up the character sheet here now that I've brought the token to the layer so y'all can see it.
Do we get another fancy handout?
Nope, not for this.
We don't get to see what the monkey looks like?
I do not have a handout for a mummy monkey.
The game.
I'm pretty sure we've got handouts for sea monsters, though, if you wanted to see what a sea monster looked like.
I will draw my own monkey with a mace.
Alright, so yes, a 17 hits or 15 points of radiant damage. Alright. And the next attack against it has the advantages.
And that's my turn because there's no bonus action that I want to take right now. No one needs Shield of Faith or anything.
Cool. Alright. So the Sue monster is going to attack Baylor because Baylor crushed the lid. I need a wisdom saving throw from Baylor.
Mm-hmm. That is a humble 6.
Okay. So, you are frightened of this thing that is standing before you. In
Fair
fact,
enough.
you are so frightened that you are paralyzed.
Oh dear, I don't like that condition.
And then it's going to actually make its attack.
Can't use Bardic for saving throws, can you?
Yeah. Did you want to use that? You can't. It's just skill checks and attacks. I don't know.
It depends. If you use the extra rules from Tasha's, I think you can use them on saving throws.
It does include saving throws, but metagaming, you've got roll a 6, you've got a D8.
I'm not 100. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's all good. It's all good.
This thing, if it hits you, Rob, it's going to crit on you if it hits you.
Right. So, going to make its attack. This is a...
Oh, it's a Message Terror.
16 hit? Wait, do I have advantage on this with him being paralyzed?
Yeah, because he's incapacitated.
So, 18 hits.
18 hits, yeah, just.
Okay. So, that would be a crit because you're paralyzed. So, I'll roll an extra d6 for the damage. So that's a total of 10 bludgeoning damage.
12 marks.
Fuck. As this mace hits you, and I'm going to show you all the mace now since the name shows up when I roll.
Better be terrifying.
The mace I have a handout for.
Casual.
Obviously, yeah. So, as the mace hits you, Baylor, red smoke seethes from the head of the mace, forming the outline of a monkey with a long tail. With a roar, the smoky apparition leaps at you, screaming, "Let me in!" Jesus. Oh, so much stuff happening, y'all. Give me a moment. Because I need a charisma saving throw from Baylor.
Yeah, boy.
Before we started, I thought, maybe I should do counter charm.
Get ready for possession.
I suppose you got
Don't you have
protection from me.
inspiration? You all have inspiration, don't we?
You all have inspiration.
Is that a reroll then?
Yeah, reroll
Yeah.
it. Do
It's a
it.
free reroll.
Do it,
It's an advantage, but
Add your bardic.
Add your bardic.
Add your bardic.
Jesus! What's that, a D8?
D8.
Yeah.
You don't want this thing to possess you, dude.
Oh,
15?
that makes a 15.
okay,
15?
cool.
Touch and go.
So here's the thing, right? I need everybody that isn't Rob to take your headphones off.
Oh. Lay it on me, brother. Lay it on me.
All right, Rob. So this monkey form, and I will put a thing into your handouts. It'll be in your journal. Okay. So let me just do that real quick.
Yeah, that's cool.
This monkey spirit leaps into your body. You are now possessed by the spirit of Wongo. Wongo is a violent and deranged entity, so he's nattering away in your head from now until he comes out of your body.
Cool. Okay.
While you are possessed by Wongo, you inhibit the following flaw. You gain... you act without concern for the well-being of others. Okay? There is a trade-off for this. In addition, while you are possessed, you can use your action to unleash a psionic assault on a creature that you can see within 60 feet of you. The target must succeed on a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw or be stunned until the end of its turn. So, basically, while Wongo's spirit is inside of you, he's going to encourage you to act violent and deranged, and be selfish. So it's an RP kind of thing. But
yeah, that's cool.
But
the act without concern for well-being of others, does that include myself as well, or have I
no,
got
it's others.
self-awareness?
It's very
Just others.
you're selfish.
Sure. Okay. Sure.
Okay,
Awesome.
you cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. All right.
Oh, I'm muted.
Okay.
There you go. I muted my actual thing because I could hear things slightly.
Sorry.
Okay. So that's what happens on the monkey's turn.
Uh-oh.
Artem, it is your turn.
Attack with advantage? Question mark?
Attack.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was the case.
First off, your brother's paralyzed. He can't threaten.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yes. Yeah. 28 for 27 points of damage.
Ooh. Ouch.
Sneak attack is the same damage type as your weapon?
Correct.
Okay. Your weapons are non-magical.
Correct.
Okay. So 25 and a half. So it does not appear to do as much damage as you would hope.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was the case.
Saying that, this thing is a mummified monkey corpse, and it looks a bit worse for the wearer.
But yeah. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to fucking punch it in the back of the skull.
Okay.
15?
Was he the first
Yes.
attack after my guiding bolt?
Oh, I was actually.
Yes, you are. So yes, the first one would have been with advantage.
Let me see if I crit then, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I do not.
Yeah. Okay. So
And then 50, yeah, and then 15 for another 7.
yeah, which also does not do as much damage as you would anticipate.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna try and get this thing's attention a little bit.
Okay.
I'd imagine probably sticking a fucking knife in it probably helps.
Yeah, there's not a lot of
Not
space. You
incons-
could get its attention more than that.
All right. All right. So that's Artem's go. Baylor is paralyzed for now. Z.
Muted pre.
I'm going to shoot 2 arrows at it. I'm going to use sharpshooter as much as that often bites me in the ass because fuck it. It's meant to be good.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just do that. Hold on. 2. And 17 and a 9.
17 hits.
Yeah, the 17 does 23 points of magical piercing damage.
That looks like it hurt a lot. Like this thing is very loosely still walking.
And I'm going to just do that. I would action search, but I don't want to be a dick and spoil everyone's fun. So I'm just going to move into this corner. I'm in the corner now. As I skip past through Sandfire's square, I put a kiss on her forehead and I'm like, hey, it's good to be back. That's my go done.
All right, Sandfire.
Sandfire's gonna smile slightly, then raise her hand, open it, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dots appear, and she's gonna cast Magic Missile at a 3rd level.
Okay.
That's
It dies.
5. Oh, cool. I wanted it dead. So
It had 5 hit points, so it dies.
Cool. Are you okay, Baylor?
Does Baylor
Baylor-
unfreeze is the big question, isn't it?
Not yet. With a few seconds later, however, when the Sioux monster's turn would have come around, Baylor unparalyzes.
You're okay, brother?
So we're out of initiative order now.
Yeah, Baylor sort of takes a while, sort of comes to. Almost looks like he's waking up. And he sort of nods. Looks very wide-eyed. His eye color's probably changed slightly as well from what it was.
Would Artem know this with my ridiculous passive perception?
Why would his eye color change?
I don't know. I'm just trying to flavor it. You tell me if I.
No,
That's
no,
fine.
there's no physical appearance change.
All right, cool. No worries. I'll shut up. Retracted.
I mean, it's a cool flavoring thing, but yeah, no.
Yeah, that's fair.
Too easy when your brother knows you as well as he does with his ridiculous passive perception.
Also, that. So. All right. I assume y'all would like. Well, is someone going to claim this mace as it clatters back into the empty sarcophagus as the body of this mummy turns to dust?
Baylor goes to grab it.
Sure. You can add a Mace of Terror to your inventory.
When you grab it, I'm just like, hey, you're gonna let me get some sketches of that, right? And stuff?
Does Baylor
Baylor?
usually use maces?
No, he normally uses his fist.
He usually fights with his hands. Though he is martially trained. Like, Artem knows that much. So
Yeah, but my main weapon is a mace. That's why I'm like, mace. But also,
I mean, also spells.
but also potentially, picking up a cursed weapon and then stuff. So I'm just going to be observing what Baylor does for a hot minute, because.
Yes.
I'm gonna whisper you something in the Zoom chat.
Okay.
I just want a yes or no, basically.
Okay.
That should suffice. Okay. There we go.
This kind of shit makes me nervous. I used to play Paranoia quite a bit. I'm like, oh no. Here come the little notes. Uh-oh, he's smiling, that's worse.
We're passing notes between each other in class.
Yeah, but the DM's smiling, that's worse. That's a threat.
Josh has the milk to prove this.
Did you just hear my housemate slam the door?
I did.
Yeah.
Rude.
Very. My housemate's gone to go get me food.
Baylor, I asked you
Okay.
a question.
Sure. That's fine. That clears it up. Da.
You're gonna let me get some sketches and stuff of that, right?
Maybe.
Maybe no, I need a yes.
Maybe. This is mine, so why do you want it? Eh? Shut up. Let's go.
Oh, it is not yours.
To be entirely fair, Zadie, it's not yours either. Can we
No, it
look
is
at the coffin
a piece
instead?
of Cholton history that should be documented, and then you can do with it what you want.
Baylor picked up mace. There, it is documented. Can we go?
Whoa.
Can we have a look at the coffin to see if there's anything funny about it? Or someone who's slightly closer to it, because I'm going to keep my damn distance.
I mean, the sarcophagus was looked after. I mean, if people want to dig inside of it.
I mean, yeah, I'm an archaeologist, so I'm gonna come and investigate the coffin.
There's nothing but dust left in the coffin.
Yeah, figures.
So nothing left of the monkey. Did they just disintegrate?
Yeah, it turned to dust when it was killed.
So, Tomb of the Nine Gods, 1 down, 8 to go, right? And I'm gonna climb up my little rope I have set up here and back into this corridor. Does the trap go off? I'll have hold of the rope. I'm holding onto the rope when I'm in this.
Were
corridor.
those 3 chests dealt with?
Yeah, that's how they had to be dealt with to get the buttons, which turned the sarcophagus to crystal.
Sure. That's fine.
Yep, they were all trapped.
Baylor,
Nah.
don't have to give it to me. Can I just touch the mace for a minute?
No. It is mine. It is not yours. Why would you need to touch it?
I want to check that you're not affected by anything.
Do I look affected by it? Come on, let's move on. We are wasting time.
Yes,
huh?
you do, brother. Humor her.
She can see it from here. What, do I have to bend down for
Brother,
her?
do not make me take it from you.
You can try.
I will.
Oh, fight.
Fight! Wow!
Fine. And I pure look at Artem, like not even taking my eyes off him, and sort of like lower the mace down towards Sandfire. But I'm still like eyes locked dead with Artem.
I'll touch it and cast Identify.
All right. So
I'm really hoping to if it's cursed or not.
the information on the Mace of Terror should be on the handout that I shared with y'all.
Oh, the Mace of Terror. Looks edgy as fuck.
It does.
Yes.
That's cool.
I don't think it counts as a cursed item.
I don't think. Turns me.
To be fair, it is an important distinction when casting Identify. That's the reason that spell exists.
A little bit of column A.
It does not.
A little bit of column B.
You literally get the information that's on the handout for the Mace of Terror that I gave you.
It's a very scary maze, and he just really, really likes it.
Okay. I'll share what it does with the party, obviously.
All aboard the board, Sandfire.
It doesn't seem to be dangerous. Well, dangerous to us.
Give it to him then.
More than welcome to have a back, Baylor.
All right.
I just wanted to check it wasn't going to hurt you. I care.
So
Nothing good.
Z
We're
has
not
climbed up.
associates, we're friends.
Z has climbed up into this hallway. The moment you step onto the hall, the fan starts to spin.
I drop back down into the pit.
Okay. Yep. So you do that, and the fan will slow down.
Yeah, okay.
Is there any other way out of this like thing? Can we look for secret doors, perhaps?
Sure, if you want.
I will look for secret doors.
Yes, that's
because I
kind of
have
why
advantage.
Yes, that is why I was prompting it now.
I won't
because-
ask for a roll because there are no secret doors.
Oh, dang it.
Anyway,
What about
I'm very
any sort of
confident.
like tiles or something like that? That's like a switch for those fans to turn them off. Is that?
We know
something-
that
The entire
whole
floor of
is a pressure
that
plate.
hall is a pressure plate.
Sure, but is there is there a mechanism to turn it off? I mean, I'm not the one to fucking search for this shit. I'm just putting it out there
Oh
to
no,
those that.
we last time
You'd have to.
I flew through it,
Yeah.
and the cat kind
We
of
climbed.
climbed across
Oh yeah, we
the
did,
wall.
didn't we? Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Smash that
just
fucking last
that
week.
Zadie and Sandfire may struggle not having those things. Though Zadie and Sandfire made it through independently anyway.
Baylor's gonna climb out.
Okay. Climb into the walls. Going down the hall through the fan.
Yeah.
Before we go
Do you
through.
want
Go ahead and move your
acrobatics or
token.
athletics?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, like I will follow suit.
Okay. Y'all can move yourselves out into the hall.
I'll grab it, heck before we leave.
Do you want to swap places with the tokens, Rob? Just
You're grabbing me? Hello?
Like that?
yeah, just because I came behind you.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Do you know how to dispel magic?
Yes.
I think there may be something wrong with Baylor. I don't know what.
Whilst he is acting a little protective of the mace, a lot, I don't. Maybe he thinks it's part of a riddle. Maybe he thinks it's something. I don't know. I don't know him well enough to. But if you think there may be a problem with him,
He's never spoke to Artem like that. Ever.
I've seen siblings squabble worse. I've seen siblings peck each other's eyes out. So.
Damn. Please don't ever invite us to family
actual
Christmas
real life
dinner.
siblings, like real life, not me and my brother, but like other siblings I've seen who are absolutely vile to each other. So I wouldn't assume immediately that siblings always get along.
That may be true, but not these two.
Well,
Something happened when he
I
opened-
will
when-
follow close behind and I will do my thing, but he needs to hold still long enough for I think it's a ritual spell.
Well, I was just going to say you have a god or a faith you commune with. Perhaps next time you are in contact with that feeling, you could see if there's something we could do, because I know this will break Artem's heart. That is me asking if when we next long rest, you could prepare a spell that could potentially remove a curse. OOC, that is what I'm asking. Because you're a cleric and you might have access to that. But I'm not.
Whatever Kirk may think, like
You can pick your spells during a long rest. That's the benefit of a cleric. You can literally prepare any spell from the cleric spell list that
the
you have
thing is,
access
it's
to.
right there. It is a touch range spell, and I have it. That's why
I mean,
I'm saying whatever
it-
you may think I have, which is evidently like you've mentioned the session before that you didn't think I had Dispel
No,
magic.
I knew you
and
had Dispel. I didn't think you had Detect.
I have detect, I have dispel, I
Okay.
have remove curse. I do not
That's
have
fine.
protect from good and evil.
It's fine.
I picked stupid but correct. But yeah, for Dispel Magic, I need him to hold still long enough for a right, I think.
So
Whereas
you
remove
can.
curse-
It's the thing
Action.
with ritual class spells is you can cast them as an action and they consume a spell slot. You can ritually cast them without consuming a spell slot, and then they take 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, I'll just consume the spell slot. But it's fine. We will role play out when we get to it.
And now I need to think how to get out of this room.
I can fly out of it. You will have to perhaps use cat's agility like you did when you went in.
Yeah.
We will have to rest eventually anyway, and I can give Zadie cat's agility as well. Or cat's grace, I'm sorry.
I'm down to dive through the spinning blades if you are, Sunfire.
Always. I'll cast it at third ability at third level because I don't want to use my second level, like my last second level, just in case. So I'll use my third.
You know, best kind of dates, the ones where you almost die.
It's most of my
I
dates.
give you a double thumbs up.
Wait,
Um,
did you just say that's most of your dates? What kind of dates are you going on?
dangerous ones.
I don't know who I question more, Sanfire or Zadie. Because Zadie's the
Zadie
one
was
who's
being
putting herself at
sarcastic.
risk all the time, and Sanfire's like, yeah, I'm into that. I'm like,
It's a hot thing we got going on, me and Sunfire. It's a spicy meatball.
Don't make a comment. Don't make a comment. Don't make a comment.
Alright,
some
so
questions.
what are y'all doing?
I will fly through.
Okay.
You gonna cast Cat's Grace on me before you leave, or am I not
Yes,
getting
I
it?
shall.
I'll cast
I
it.
shall.
I need to cast it, and I can choose an additional target. So
Oh, fantastic.
Take it from Sunfire, that's alright,
But
don't
I'm
you
gonna-
worry, you save the spell slot, babes.
I'm going to cast it, but then, with Z's permission, obviously, we'll run down the corridor if we can together. Or even she's like immediately behind me.
Yeah, that's fine.
And kind of dive through.
So is
together.
Ilhak going through first?
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
gonna fly through
Cool.
first because that's the.
That's fine.
Can the cat boys move a little bit up so we can move?
Not get murdered by a giant fan.
Well, it's as long as I'm in this hallway, it's gonna activate the pressure plate. I'm just gonna put myself here.
I mean, technically you can fly, so you can technically fly over their heads.
I can't remember what the clearance everywhere is. I know you
Yeah.
laid it out initially,
it's
but
it's like 12 foot in the corridors and plenty of room in this big ass open room.
sure. So I'll just flutter over their heads and
right.
position myself here
So-
so that Catboy has to, but at the very least, like wrestle me if he wants to suddenly bolt.
So, who's going first in this Sandfire Z?
Sunfire first.
All right.
Dex save.
So, acrobatics check.
It's acrobatics. 24.
Okay, cool. Z.
Acrobatics from me. Oh, did it roll?
Yes.
An 18.
Okay. Cool. So, 5, 10, 25. So, is Sandfire, you going to use your action to dash, I assume?
Yeah.
And I assume Z will end up doing the same thing to clear the hall. So,
Absolutely.
just for narrative purposes here, because that was a failed check. But it wasn't failed by enough to stop you from passing through. It just means that you were too slow and you took some damage. So I'm going to roll that damage.
Ah, my ankle.
Uh, 32 points of damage from the propeller. But
So that was
Counts as a trap.
yes, so 16.
16, cool.
All right, cool. So y'all are out of the hallway. Y'all have cleared one of the tombs of the 9 gods, and you're back out into this hallway. Well, this room on a balcony. Where would you like to go? If y'all need refreshers on any of these rooms or anything, let me know.
I'm gonna call like a semi-team meet and just go. I think caution is going to be more dangerous than is just as dangerous as going in bold, as it were. Because if we went in cautious to that corridor and we nearly had cat spaghetti, so I think we just kind of need to grab it by the balls, as it were.
Oh, that's my girl. I'll put my arm around your shoulder, give you a squeeze.
Shall we? And I point at this room to our south.
And I look down at my body with like a huge gash in the ribs and a gash on the ankle just bleeding. And I'm like, I'm on 22 out of 72 hit points, gang.
That's a good point.
Short rest.
No, thank you. I can short rest because I'm a fighter and that is fine for me if other people want. If people need to long rest because they need spell slots and shit, I'm happy to go find somewhere to long rest.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
what
easy.
time of the day it is.
So y'all
Still a
actually,
reasonable amount.
yeah, like y'all started out though here in the morning. Y'all started out on a fresh day here. Knowing how cautious y'all have been here, plus the Shadow Demon fight, chasing down the skull thing. You actually haven't been in the tomb all that long. You've only been in here about 3 hours.
Short rest it is then.
Wokey-doo. Do we want to just hold up in this corner and do it here? Just all
Well,
sit
there's
down
only-
against the wall, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I'm happy with it.
There's only one way
Nice.
to come.
Okay, cool. So we're going to attempt a short rest.
I don't like when he says it.
We're not going to attempt, we're going to succeed, Kirk. We're going to succeed at a short rest.
Sure, because that's how that happens.
I just say it and it happens. Magic.
All right. You can reroll that because y'all will successfully complete a long rest. A short
Long
rest.
rest.
Short
Nice,
rest.
Thanks, Kirk.
Short rest. Short rest!
Okay.
Don't make me change my mind.
Fucking hell.
So, remember, you can reroll your first one per hit die.
So I'll take it.
I mean, to be fair, you had a 10 and a 9 for your first
Yeah.
two, so that kind of averages out okay.
All right.
Hold on, I'm still rolling hit die.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna do it when everyone has stopped because I get confused as fuck.
It's fair enough. I'm patient.
Okay, I'm done now, Neve.
We know that's the concerning part, Kirk.
Look, I'm not saying that y'all might need these hit dice. Y'all just might need these hit dice.
18.
Okay, I'm back up to 65 out of 72. That's not too shabby. I'll take it. And all of my abilities reset.
Oh, take short rest.
Hell yeah, baby.
I have my bardic.
Is there anything y'all want to do during this short rest? Conversations?
I'm just going to sit next to Zadie whilst we're taking a short rest and go, I know I just said we need to be a lot less cautious, but there's being less cautious is also being stupid, so please don't get into strange boxes again, at least without telling us.
You know I'm not stupid. Thank you.
Metal canteen.
Good job my canteen's made of leather, eh?
How's your hammer and pitons?
Batons are fine. They're made
And
of
your
steel.
belt buckle.
But everything else...
Steel is metal.
Steel is metal.
But steel doesn't...
Steel
rust?
is metal. It doesn't matter. That's not how the effect works. It destroys
Oh,
metal.
the scientist in me is furious! I am furious!
And technically steel...
This is a game for nerds!
Technically, steel does rust because it is an iron compound.
Yeah, okay, they've not invented stainless steel and chalt yet. I'll take it. That's fine. Pitons, go on.
Also, your belt is literally just your old belt without the buckle just wrapped around your waist.
It looks cooler like this, don't you think? Oh, but thank you, Soundfire.
At least it's in a decent
the
knot,
mage hand
and I
is...
just fixed the knot.
Oh, cute. Thank you.
Braid it.
The mage
A
hand's
pretty
very
little
helpful.
bow in it.
It's braided.
Alright. So, you are taking a short rest here in this room. Y'all are just chilling out on this balcony. And, like, anybody with dark vision can see down the distance of their dark vision, and they can't see the bottom of this room. There are other levels down below. About every 25 foot, there's another balcony with stairs like this going down. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on in the hallway. Do y'all want a kind of recap of this area, since I believe that's where y'all are going?
Please.
Okay. So, a giant stone skull crusted with moss juts out from the end of the passageway. A flame flickers within each of the eye sockets, and a view into the chamber beyond can be seen through its open jaw. Looking through the jaw, you see skulls crusted with dried mud, glowering from the niches cut in the walls, and a stone sarcophagus stands at the center of the chamber, its lid adorned with a coiled serpent carved in relief. Behind the sarcophagus, resting atop a marble pedestal, is an ornate crystal box with a small humanoid skull floating inside. So... Yep, that's kind of the description of this area over here.
Going off our very limited past experience, breaking the crystal box is gonna annoy someone. I'm guessing it's the snake.
Because I know you've said Artem is perpetually on the lookout for certain things.
Yep.
With your incredibly stupid passive perception, you'll notice that the jaw on this skull protruding from the wall is hinged.
We're not crawling into another thing.
I'm going to go look and I'm going to investigate and see if I can work out what the mechanism is. I don't want to try and disarm it or whatever. I just want to see how it functions.
Yeah, I know. The other one would be easier. So yeah, you look over this thing, and there does not appear to be any mechanical trigger that you can determine.
Sure. And how can I tell if it's hinged? Is it just a seam? Is that...
Yeah, so you look into the mouth, and the point where the jaw part would connect, it's not like solid stone. You can see like a hinge, the hinge marks in it, like, and a pin sticking on the edge of it. That you like. Imagine like you took a door hinge, right, and
Sure.
stuck it into stone.
Sure.
You would be able to see like the hinge lines and the pins, even though you
Sure,
couldn't
yeah.
technically access them.
I know what you mean. Okay, that's interesting.
I mean, you figure if you have a heavy enough metal object, you can probably stick it in the jaw and stop it from closing.
Artem doesn't carry anything heavy on him. But I will go and report my findings back to the gang. Does anybody have anything heavy but thin?
The javelin.
How much do they weigh, Rob? Like, are they actually heavy?
No, because they're made for throwing.
Yeah,
Most of
they'd
it's
be like-
wood. It's just
Yeah,
the head.
8 pounds.
I don't think that will be heavy enough.
Can you
Yeah.
take one of the, I assume in the climbing toolkit, there are like footholds and something that you would stab into a wall?
Like
Yeah.
pythons.
Pythons.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm sorry, I sometimes don't know the words.
that's fine.
Could we use them?
We-
I don't know how long they are.
We only know what the word python is because we didn't have them when we needed them in Icewind Dale and cursed ourselves for weeks. So that's the only reason we know the words for it.
So, yeah, I mean, like, you could probably lodge a piton into the jaws to stop it from closing.
Is it doing a chewing motion as a game?
I mean, it would do a chewing motion if it closed. It's capable of
Closed.
doing a chewing motion.
Where's my skull?
Fetch me my skull.
It is getting way too much. Like, I hide it when I'm at work because it lives in my background. But I'm like, no, everyone see my cool anatomical skull. It's made out of plastic. Don't worry.
I immediately lost interest in it then.
So can I?
But you can
Who's
open
got-
its head.
Who's got a climber's kit? Sorry. Can I take? Senfire, would you lend me some pythons, please?
Yeah, sure.
I can't promise you'll have them back, but
It's fine. Have
Cool.
a couple. And I'll give you-
and then I will ask Zadie's help. Zadie, you are good with traps, da? You know a fair bit about them.
Yep.
Could you assist me in seeing if we can mess with this one significantly?
Sure.
Cool. And then with Zadie's help, I will
Okay.
basically insert the pythons to stop the hinge being able to close.
No problem.
Is Baylor acting normally? Like his body language and stuff.
I mean, Baylor's just sort of standing aside and letting you guys do what you need to do to open the thing. He gave a suggestion. Wasn't good enough, or that y'all didn't like it, so he's just standing there.
Okay.
Based on Sandfire's previous words, I think.
Just acting cash.
Well, the thing is, he's standing right the fuck next to me, which is exactly in touch range.
Anybody like fried chicken?
Yeah, I feel I'm about to be thrown backwards down the pit, like full on, like wrestling style over the
Well,
over
sure
the
is-
ropes.
Super.
Sure is a good job that you're the only character that can fly.
Yeah.
That doesn't help me if he's grabbing me by the throat. Like,
Presumably, if he's letting you go, it helps you, though.
if he's letting me go, I'm going straight to the ceiling and hoping he doesn't grapple and follow me. But I'm gonna.
Why are you worried I'm gonna murder you all now?
Is it
Spots
just
are
because
raising.
you're acting sus about the fucking maze?
I don't know.
Well, in Ilhak's case, someone else pointed out that you're acting sus.
Well,
I don't want to be jammy about it. I know I've been watching, but what Ilhak knows and what I know is different. Is it Dispel Magic or like, I guess I'm just going to use Dispel Magic.
All right, so you
It's
cast
probably-
Dispel Magic on Baylor.
Probably closer to remove curse, I'd have thought.
If that doesn't work, I'll remove curse, but... And then I'll be out of spell slots.
I didn't have to touch him for that one.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool actually. That's been nifty.
That's why I'm like, he's standing right next to me.
That's just
It's
verbal
too
some-
tight to move through
yeah.
right now.
Cool.
Okay.
So
Nothing?
one section. You are choosing to target Baylor.
Ooh, that's a question. Baylor or the mace?
I did say the mace, like the mace. didn't
Yeah,
seem
you
cursed.
identified
You'd
the
identified the
mace.
mace and it didn't come out as cursed, so I would target Baylor.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
identify specifically reveals curses.
Yeah, I'll target Baylor.
Yeah, cool. Nothing happens.
Okay. Thus, I would assume Baylor would react at the very least.
Yeah. Did you? Is it a
There's
touch
no
thing?
effect. No,
Okay.
it's not.
It's
Okay.
not, it's verbal and somatic.
Right. Okay. Cool. Cool.
I mean, all Baylor knows is you cast a spell.
Hmm.
And knowing Baylor,
no.
he's...
Yeah. God, I'm bored of this. Let's move on to the next one. I can't be bothered with this one. We cannot get in, so what is the point? Let's move on. Huh?
We are getting in.
Can get in.
Is
We've
there a
just stopped it.
triangular slot inside the mouth hole of the skull for the other skull key thing?
No, it's an opening that y'all can crawl through, just like the original mouth.
Oh, Jesus Christ, where's this fucking thing? There it is.
Can I remove curse and then not have any spell slots left?
I mean, you can try.
For that,
It's
I
a
actually
waste
do...
of time. I do not want to go in that tomb. Let us move on to the next one.
You
And
wanted
Baylor
to
starts
do
getting like
minutes ago,
real aggy, and starts sort of like shouting whilst he's saying it, almost like seething.
I don't know why it's like here in several instances.
It has no effect.
I look at Samphire and go, he is cranky.
Baylor, why don't you want to go into this room? There could be important things in there, like...
Why do I have to answer to you, huh?
Because I'm your friend, I'm asking a question.
And I have answered it. I do not wish to go in there. We go to the next one. Hmm?
Which one's the next one?
The
Do you mean beyond
crystal door
the
one.
crystal? I would like Baylor to answer that question.
Autumn climbs through the door.
I climbed Barton through the door.
Okay.
I would still
Put your money
like
where your mouth is,
to know
brother.
what Baylor thinks the order of the rooms are.
1 second. I got like 20 different things going on.
That's fine.
Two ticks.
Dum, dum, dum. It's the elevator song. Dum, 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 dum. The elevator song. Dum, 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 dum.
Don't trust Baylor as far as we could throw him, and he's too
All right,
grappled
so-
for us to throw
Why?
him.
I'm such a nice, kind young gentleman.
Artem went
You're
first.
very
Through this.
cranky.
1 second. Let me deal with all the things, please. Artem went through this door. Not this door. This mouth. This jaw. He climbs through, and the mouth attempts to close and clamps down onto these pittons. Z, you're standing right behind him. The fire in one of the eye sockets goes out. But Artem, you are in this room. You still following through, Z?
I'm gonna tip a bit of water on the fire before I go, like from my, my sippy boy.
It doesn't seem to recognize the presence of water. It's like a magical fire.
Can I arcana the fire to see if it's related to the trap? I'm a very intelligent spellcaster. I don't know.
Yes, it probably is. At least it appears that way. Because it's literally the moment Artem started crawling through, the jaw tried to close, and no, I'm sorry, the jaw actually doesn't try to close. Just the light went out.
Okay. And I can't glean anything more from it.
There's not much more to glean from it.
Okay. I crawl through then.
Yep. So cool. You crawl through, no problem. Again. For anybody out here, there's no more fire in the eyes. But the two of you are in this room.
So,
All right.
I would assume that two people can crawl in safely, and after that, it will try and munch you. That's my assumption. So,
So Baylor's gonna spit on the floor and say, "I have no part in the tomb of Moa. No part." And it's just pure shouting. So go in there and die then. And he sort of goes to walk off essentially down this way.
I don't have my notes in front of me, but if this is a Tomb of Moa, it's I have a thing
Wait,
to say. Let me just figure it out, please, everyone.
on the original riddles, who was opposing the monkey?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to find out.
It's a Jakule. But I don't know what the Jakule's name was.
Moa.
Oh, okay.
Is Jakuli the
It's
rabbit
the flying snake.
Oh, okay.
Can I shout back through the
Well,
mouth
it's a snake.
something to that regard?
Sure.
You know, like, oh, he's clearly infested with some kind of...
I have dispelled magic. I have.
That's not
gotten
no, that's
rid of
not
the
C
curse.
being accusatory. There's nothing accusatory in her tone. She's just pointing out the fact that, like, clearly the monkey spirit is, like, affecting our boy here. Shrug. Just thought I
Maybe
would.
someone actually try and remove the. I think this may be a job for the other brother, though. Because I'm not
also
particularly good at
after-
that.
Baylor, loud enough for Artem to hear. Do you not care about your brother then?
He has made this choice. He wishes to mess with Moa. I do not.
Okay.
Yo, Hack, what's your strength like?
Good job trying to outstrength the barbarian gang.
Yeah,
This is gonna be fun.
It's knock him out or nothing.
I have a plan, but I need someone strong to help me.
I can give you Shield of Faith, which can raise your AC, but that's about it.
I'll walk up. I might need it in a second. I'll walk up to Baylor. I cast reduce creature.
Pocket-sized. The rage is pocket-sized.
Put it into chat.
Am I gonna like Puss in Boots? You know when you see him and his like boots are a bit too big for his legs and all that.
You're an 8 of the side. You're now my size.
Hey, what have you done to me?
It's just what
Baylor,
Emily
make a
was wearing.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
The mace looks about as big as him. It looks now like an oversized rattle.
22.
Yeah,
Oh.
it fails.
Oh damn.
Fine.
No, I mean the spell fails.
But
I
would
assume
have
I
loved
feel
to
that
see
this is
child-sized
something's tried to
Baylor.
think that happens to me though, right?
So Sandfire's casting spells again, and you feel a sensation come over you, and you're like shrugging that shit off, but something is doing something to you.
Okay.
I mean, what's Baylor's intelligence?
Sure, that's helpful. 11.
I mean, you're not stupid,
Yeah.
but I mean, you're definitely not an arcane practitioner. But
Yeah.
it definitely feels like something tried to do something to you. But you've felt that, in area traps as well. So
Okay, that's fine. So essentially, if I know that it's definitely Sandfire, that's all I really want to know. Do I know that she's definitely trying to
It's
cast something
somatic.
on me or not, or if it's
And I
just
will-
like
It's somatic, and I would have thrown powdered iron at you.
yeah, it's Sandfire.
right? Okay. Baylor turns around and very aggressively looms over Sandfire, and I'm not going to actually shout, but he's like full on shouting at you, like spit coming out of his mouth, sort of thing. He sort of grabbed his mace as well, and he's like, "What are you trying to do to me?"
Trying to make you come to your senses, and I punch Baylor.
Go on, Sandfire. Go on.
So
While this huge
Can
argument's been
I
going
get
on.
on,
myself to
Worry.
pull her out of the way if he swings for her?
all right, so hold on. Before we get into that, because what were Z and Artem doing in the tomb?
can I say that we were listening, and I've turned to Artem and been like, "Ugh, we gotta go back," and I've like gone back into the corridor.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
as soon as I've heard Baylor shouting, I've knocked an arrow and I've like pulled my bowstring tight, and I'm like slowly coming around this corner with like an arrow drawn.
Yeah, y'all can definitely do that. All right, we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh boy. Yeah, I've also followed Zadie out because I have mad perception. PvP. Don't make me fucking PvP, dude.
I mean, I don't want to PvP any y'all.
You're acting sus, mate. You're acting sus.
What do you mean? I'm acting like classic old Baylor.
No, you're acting angry. And Baylor, for a barbarian, is actually not very angry. He just wants to flex and exercise with people and lift heavy
All
stuff.
right.
That was the best couple of days we spent with them snake people.
So
All he got to do is make a
Y'all
new
thought you were
snake
prisoners.
lifting
Baylor
Hold-
was just at the
yeah.
gym for 3
let's go. Sandfire,
At worry moment, we
make an unarmed strike.
Do we get a surprise round?
Nope.
days.
Are you guys just bitch slapping each other? Is that what's happening?
Sounds
Because
like-
the
All right,
barbarians
So
win.
Baylor, you've taken 1 point of bludgeoning damage as
cool.
Sandfire slapped you, punched you,
Sandfire's
whatever.
got tiny fists.
Hell yeah, but she beat the AC. Go on.
Anything else you want to do, Sandfire?
Come on, you giant pussy. You're
Oh!
gonna fight me?
I love it. Fucking love it.
All right. Artem.
Them's fighting.
Okay, I guess we're doing this then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I feline agility and move the other side of this and use my climbing speed to shimmy across to this square behind Baylor?
Your climbing speed is the same as your walking speed, right?
Correct.
Yep.
That's fine. That's fine. So I will then, in which case, then pop up behind my brother, and then we'll.
Got a friend.
Sorry, buddy. Non-lethal, but I won't hit him. And then.
You have advantage because you're flanking with
Oh
Sandfire.
shit! Of course I do. Hang on, let me roll my short sword again. Then. 21
21
for
hits.
the short sword, and then 14 for the unarmed strike, which I don't think hits you.
No.
So you take 24 points of damage.
Yep.
And then if I've still
Bad,
got
but
20
okay.
feet of movement, if I've used 20 but it was climbing, I'd still have 20 feet left, correct? The interaction is weird with climbing speed.
So feline agility
Oh, it's 30
doubles your
rather.
movement,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
You started off like back here.
You're
It's
in-
a free dash, basically.
Yeah. I know. So it was. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think you have too much more movement.
I got
Oh, yeah.
10 feet.
Okay. Yeah. You still got 10 feet. You can do what you want.
Just gonna move 2 back.
Okay.
I'd rather him fight me than other people.
All right, Z.
Oh, sorry. Let me just check this magic back real quick. What's the recharge on Helm with Telepathy? I can't find it. Oh, next dawn. Has it been a dawn since I last used a suggestion? I think it has.
Yeah,
I don't think I've used one in a long
I don't think
time.
you've
it's been
suggested for a
It's been
while.
like a couple of days, isn't it?
It's been
I
a
thought it was
long
yeah.
time.
Yeah, because we were in the fucking snake people's place for.
Yeah, right. I'm going to step round this arrow drawn and the little like gem in the eye of my helm of telepathy glints, and it just like distracts you like a little cat for a second, like a laser pointer. And I'm like, drop about the mace. I say the word drop because it can only be a one-word suggestion.
Okay. And
You need to make a
wisdom saving throw.
wisdom save. Yeah,
Baylor gives you 20.
7.
that is a failure.
Yes. Okay, cool. So Baylor drops to the ground, or
It's how you
Invocation
interpret
was,
it, I think.
please drop the. I mean, I
Yeah.
can make the is suggestion a single word? No, suggestion's a limited course of activity. Drop the mace. There you go.
Yeah.
I said drop the mace.
okay. So you drop the mace.
Does that just so I know how it works and how Baylor's going to react and everything?
Mhm.
Is that something that I can't control? Like I just and it
So,
just drops, or is
the
it
way it
something
happens
like, okay,
is she's like, drop the mace, and you're like, oh yes, dropping the mace, that's a good idea.
right?
Because I didn't realize it was a full sentence, I'm gonna say drop the mace, kick it over here, and try to ask him to like kick it to Samfire's feet. Well, to where the three of us are kind of clustered.
Yeah. He'll do the thing.
There we go. That's all I'm doing because I don't want to fire an arrow at this guy, and I'm not gonna.
Okay. Yeah, because you're immediately after Z. On your turn, you will drop the mace and kick it over. Because, you actually need actions to do the thing. But other than that, is there anything else you want to do?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's taking up my actions, is it?
Action.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just the one action it's taking?
Well, it's taking
You
up
only have
your
one action,
object
so-
interaction.
Oh.
Because it's just like dropping a weapon.
Sure. Okay, so I've still got one action left then. So Baylor's going to drop the mace, kick it, and then he sort of like comes to a little bit, and you see he just gets angrier and angrier. I'm going to bonus action rage.
Okay.
And I'm going to sort of shout, traitors, all of you, you betray me. And okay, I'm gonna grab Sandfire by the throat.
Okay, you can attempt that. Athletics check with advantage for you, obviously, because you're raging. Versus Sandfire's athletics or acrobatics.
I'll have a tough time beating a 26, I reckon.
All right,
Ooh.
we're gonna go ahead and go to a break. So I can deal with the yellow card on the table, and we'll be back. Okay, we are back. Sorry that was a protracted break. We, believe in player safety here, so we were having discussions. And then a bio break, and then more discussions, because that's what you do at a table with people that you like. That's what you should do at any table, honestly. If you're playing at a table with people you don't like, you should probably get up and leave the damn table. I mean, just FYI, word as a DM and as a human being, don't play games with people you don't like, because you're making yourself miserable and them miserable, and that's stupid. So, we have dealt with our issue on the table. We have come to a group consensus, and we're going to press on. We have decided that we are not doing PvP. PvP is not a thing that's going to happen at this table. This is going to be resolved narratively, because action economy is such a thing in D&D. Rob has accepted the fact that Baylor will be subdued at the end of this thing. Everybody will get beaten up, and they're going to need a long rest. I, as a DM, have decided that that is a fair and adequate thing, and for that they will get a long rest that is uninterrupted, and we can reset to continue forward after we deal with the situation that started this. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the map, and I'm going to tuck you all over here in this corner, and I'm going to give you some rolls to make. And with these rolls, hopefully give you some information that will help you to better resolve this situation that you were all worried about with Baylor. So, first thing I want is a religion check from Ilhak.
Can Autumn also make this, as I have expertise in religion?
I have expertise on my own. She says, rolling an 11. I may need an assistant. Wait, do I not roll with advantage from earlier? Because I did not.
If you want to, you have an inspiration. So generally, inspiration should be declared beforehand, but at this point, I'm more than happy to let y'all use them now as re-rolls. I want a...
I will take a support from...
A nature from... no, I don't know. Give me a history check, Z.
Nice.
An arcana check, Sandfire.
That one's special.
And Baylor, not Baylor, Artem. History, religion, arcana, nature.
We'll give
any of those.
Because Tasha has already rolled with advantage, I will give my roll to give her advantage.
That's fine. It's fine. Give me one of the rolls that I asked for.
Okay. What did you say? Sorry.
Religion, history, or arcana. Whichever one you want.
Roll religion, because it's much higher.
Okay.
It adds 9 to that, by the way.
I mean, fair.
It happens. So, y'all managed to subdue Artem, and y'all are kind of tucked up into this corner. Oh, fuck.
Why are you beating me up?
Get him!
Look, we already got my brother. It's fine. You don't need to...
Clearly both the cats, right?
Y'all, I haven't had enough sleep. Quit picking on me. Y'all subdue the asshole brother. And...
Yeah, he's fine. He's nice. Usually.
Well, I mean, not currently.
No. He was spitting on the ground and being a right chap.
So, what you have all determined through the course of this discussion, Z, with her knowledge of tombs and the kind of things that occur in tombs, Sandfire supplying some, arcana-based magical knowledge, Ilhak and Artem supplying the religious aspect of things. Y'all have determined that Baylor is not cursed. The item isn't cursing him. he is literally possessed by a spirit.
Get out of my cat friend, you fuck.
Am I?
So-
I'm assuming I'm unconscious. Sorry.
Wait,
Yes, you are
so-
subdued
That's
unconscious.
fine.
Can I do one of my brief rants about Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah, alright, cool, thanks everybody. Possession fucking sucks as like a mechanic because it's so specific. Like there are so few things that can break a possession and you have to preemptively know them and it's such a fucking pain in the ass. And if you go in the fucking death house and you come in contact with a ghost and you're all level 1 in Curse of Strahd, you might as well fucking die. That's my rant over, I'm done. Thank you,
Now,
Dungeons
as
and Dragons.
someone who's about to go into Curse of Strahd at level 1 and about to do the Death House.
I died in the death house, but my DM was very nice to me and let me
So,
live.
now, on a mechanical point of view, y'all are in a long rest. This is where, the cleric's going to get to re-prepare their spells. And this is why I'm making sure that y'all have the information before the long rest. You do have at your disposal a spell which helps unpossess a being, which Josh has pointed out multiple times is protection from good and evil.
What do you mean the horror DM knows that that's the spell you need?
I
Wild.
crack my knuckles and cast a prestidigitation in front of Baylor. The one spell I can cast.
So that is how you deal with possession. Y'all are aware he is possessed. So I will also say, because there was a lot going on prior to this, Baylor was non-hostile until he was attacked. So it's not like
I'm
the spirit makes him hostile and wants to murder y'all. He just has places he will not go, particularly the Tomb of Moa. And y'all figure out that he is likely possessed by the spirit of Wango, who absolutely fucking loathed Moa, based on the knowledge that y'all have gained.
Bloody Wongo coming in here, fucking shit up. Get out my ass.
So,
Fairly sure that old insurance company was called Wonga, not Wongo, but okay.
That's what you get for your payday loans.
Wonga was
Rob.
a payday loan, yeah. This is like
Yeah.
old British TV ads shit.
So your brother is possessed. He's probably not going to stay unconscious for that long. So
Your brother is a monkey.
rest?
How do you feel about it?
And cats, monkey, both climb, both like food. Maybe not so much evil monkey. I prefer good cat to evil monkey, but
Ilhak, who is it that you worship, or what, if not a person? A god. Sorry, people, gods. Ugh.
That is a good question because Ilhak's background plot was not worked out that clearly. What was that? Who do I worship? I don't fucking know.
I feel like Ilhak
The Wind
worships
Dukes.
that big tree in that elf wood.
I'll find you a cool god. May I introduce you to our Lord and Savior, Eldar.
your god.
Fucking where your previous character slips back in like, hey, how you doing? Do you
in
know
all fairness, that
who I was?
previous character did go to Kir Sabal and did preach the word of Eldar.
So
To be
maybe
fair,
I
I just forget.
converted you.
My brain is
Very
leaking
quick
out of my
conversion.
ears at the moment. It's too warm. I've literally just been upset. I've had a little bit of a drink, but I've also had a lot of water. But no, brain is leaking out of my ear holes. Don't
So,
ask me those kinds of
The
important questions.
Aarakocra worship the Wind Dukes of whatever the fuck, I can't remember the air elemental plane is.
I'm not the only one.
But yes.
Akadi. I love Akadi. She's the elemental goddess of air. She's actually a primordial. Everyone found out in the spell plague. I love the primordials. No, okay. If I keep talking, I'm going to end up going on I love D&D lore rants, and I won't do that.
So,
Go ahead,
No.
rant right ahead, because then I might actually learn my back plot. It's fine.
I was going to say pick Ao, because Ao is the god that invented everything. Just his name is an A and an O, and he is the god of everything. He's the OG god.
like the alpha and omega at the beginning and the end. I see what Wizards of the Coast was maybe doing. No, let's get our heads back in the game.
Yes.
Okay.
So well, the reason I asked in character was only because I was going to follow up with a like, do you think perhaps in meditation with them over the next few hours you could find something to help point a thumb at Baylor's unconscious body.
Maybe don't thumb up Baylor's unconscious body. I'm making up for Rob being so quiet this session, okay?
Like all I can do is this, and I make like a gold coin appear in my hand, and I drop it, and it disappears into sparkles. It's like fucking useless.
Trick.
I am not sure that this is really in my remit with the helm, but even with the help of helm, I think our cleric friend may be able to help, and it is just wise that we keep him subdued until Ilhak is able to meditate and maybe provide a blessing against evil and good.
Oh, it's literally just wait, against evil and good.
Protection from evil and good is the name of this.
Okay, because I was like, bless I have. The other shit I need to prepare, so I need to have a nap.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Which, to be fair, like, a nap sounds pretty good.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
No lies detected.
Now to figure out how to find it on the fly.
It's a first level spell if that's helpful.
Yeah, that is helpful because I have to go in and like find it in my spells.
You'll probably have to unprepare something first,
Yeah,
and then like
I will, which is never good to do it on the fly.
It's fine. We're fine.
taking a long rest. That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
It's all chill.
Sometimes we'd be rolling initiative, and I'd be still messing with Meadow's spells, like
Dispel evil and good. What? This thing's fucking weird. Hold on. Let me look at something.
No, it's. I purposefully leave mine well enough away.
The one that actually dispels possession is dispel evil and good, which is actually a 5th level spell.
Protection from evil and good. I think allows them to reroll their saving throw.
Yes.
You say that's a 5th level spell.
Mm-hmm.
I can't cast 5th level spells because I've got 1 level in monk. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Hang on. Display and VTT. There you go.
Yep. I just looked at both of the spells. That's why, like, because he
cannot do that.
Baylor doesn't get another saving throw against this.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to pick up. We're gonna have to put up with the monkey for now.
Womp womp.
As I said, possession mechanics.
We are going to have to put up with the monkey for a minute.
Here's a dumb.
We could try reason with it.
No,
what about
yes?
What about banishment? I know that seems a wacky workaround. But it returns a thing back to like its home plane, and then if it doesn't belong there, it comes back again. Would that like circumvent the possession by sending somebody to the astral sea, and then because it would surely detect that there is Baylor and then another spirit, and just separate them. Do you see what I mean? I don't know if you can follow the logic of it.
I understand what you're trying to do, but no.
I don't think so. But I'm just I'm having a go, you know.
How about we don't go in the hole where the monkey doesn't want us to go for a second, and find someone else, another area to pick on.
As Sunfire said, we reason with it. We say we're going to kill your worst enemy once and for all. Me and Sunfire are such shitbags. I don't Neve, you're not a shitbag. You're wonderful.
Just out of curiosity, Josh, are you basically trying to cast Flicker on the spirit?
Kind of, yeah.
But
it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Like logically, it kind of makes sense, but mechanically, it doesn't work.
I send it to exile, and then on my end step, it comes back, and oh dear, it's not here anymore.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Do y'all have a plan of action that y'all want to pursue? Because
I'm going to try reason with it.
this is y'all long rest, during which, Baylor went into it unconscious.
Yeah, gang, OOC, should we try and tell the monkey we're going to go kill its final enemy once and for all? It doesn't have to come in if it doesn't want to. And then if Baylor gets aggressive again straight away, we leave this tomb and go do some others until we're sure we can come back safely
So we can
without Baylor
find a level.
kicking off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me, right?
Sure.
Was there a third idea someone had? Sorry, I just don't want to throw someone else's idea in the trash because I'm sure we can find a way to...
Well, there was the idea of banish, but that's not how that spell works.
Oh, yeah. I have banishing arrows! No. No. Cool. As for the Mace of Terror, nobody's dealt with that. That's on the floor at somebody's feet. Who fucking wants it?
Sorry, are we absolutely sure that protection from evil and good wouldn't give them another saving throw? If the target is already charmed, frightened,
they
or
get
possessed,
advantage on any new saving throw, but you have nothing that gives them that other saving throw.
Oh, I thought that the spell would give them the saving throw.
So we need to...
Because that would make the whole
find
dispel
something.
evil and good thing irrelevant.
Sure.
So we need to find something that gives them a saving throw.
Just found a tiny gay flashing wizard in the corner of my D&D Beyond, and I clicked it and it disappeared.
Oh, what's that for? They put it up sometimes.
Click
I've
here
seen
to
it
enable
before.
party time flashing colour warning.
I've seen it before. What? It must be for something. I don't know fucking what.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Got distracted by the tiny gay wizard.
That was another thing I was going to say. Shit. I've forgotten. Doesn't matter. I'm being quiet now.
I can prepare calm emotions and things like that, and actually becoming friends with people in whole person, in case he acts out.
Oh, the thing I was going to say is the mace. No one else seems to be willing to pick up the mace.
I use maces, so I can actually use it, but I don't know if I'm all of a sudden going to be a monkey bird. Sure, I'll pick up the mace.
Yeah, we killed the mummy. So...
I am easier to grapple than Baylor is.
And you have a better wisdom saving throw on a mechanical side of things.
Can I float
if in
something?
doubt, you can break my fucking wings and I can't get off.
Can I float something just on a table level, just so Rob isn't sat in there like scratching his backside? Shall we just ignore this tomb for now, so that Rob can come into another tomb, and even if he's playing like possessed monkey boy, we can all sort of like do a room together, and maybe we get a level if we do 2 of the 3 tombs.
Yeah.
On this level, and then maybe that solves our problem for us.
Yeah, Samfire and Zeke probably be one over to do something else quite easily.
Because we've still got that other crystal room where we're pretty sure we're going to need the masks.
We know that we can break these crystals now, by the way.
Yeah. That's why I'm mentioning specifically that room.
We could break them as delicately as possible, only into 2, not 1,000 shards,
Crystal doesn't generally break that way.
It immediately breaks them into shit. Well, this is why you lost your hammer. You're the one who put yourself into a box. Like, please, ma'am.
I didn't break anything in the tomb. Excuse me. I
Aside
left
from
all of the
leaving
religious artifacts alone. It was my own possessions that I damaged.
You were ruining future artifacts.
Right.
You think my hammer would be an artifact? Oh, you flatter me,
Okay.
Sapphire.
If you die in a box, you'd be an artifact.
True.
So, complete the long rest.
Yeah.
Everybody complete your long rest, which means all your hit points back, your spell slots are back, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody have the spells prepared that they want.
Question mark? No. But I'll fiddle with that.
Okay. All right. So, where would y'all like to go? Back to the first tomb?
Do the math.
Josh votes this one here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Give me a
Let's
second.
get Samfire's mage hand tricks back out.
Oh god, I need to zoom so far out.
Eve?
Where are we?
Yeah?
You said, I was just...
It does matter.
Oh,
You've already
okay.
moved me.
My
You're
brain
so
not
lucky.
working. It's my mage hand.
Oh,
Sorry, I love this image of like cute little Samphire kind of arm in arm with Baylor being like, we're not going to go and deal with the Jaculi, don't worry.
I just left the mage hand there because that's where the mask was,
I
and I didn't want to
I
find.
like it.
I didn't want to find anything for the mask.
No, Jaculi, sorry, not Jaculi.
All right. So, how would y'all like to proceed with this?
Is this
Carefully.
room okay, Baylor?
Yeah. Well, we have crystal we can break.
There's no way to open this apart from kicking the door through, I suppose.
One last double check, just in case. I'm going to just double check.
Just check it's not a pull, not a push.
Yeah, exactly.
It's neither. It's a slide. It's
Oh,
It's like a DeLorean. It's like
yeah. You have
it's
to
like
like.
an angled hinge.
Yeah, they got suicide doors.
Yeah. So, there does not appear to be another way into this room from here.
So I can't do it emotionally, spiritually, academically.
Out of the way. Baylor walks up to it and kicks it down.
Okay. Cool. Let me see here. I think roll an attack. By the way, if Ilhak has the Mace of Terror, put it in your inventory, and Rob will need to
I'll
take it out of
remove it.
his.
Yeah.
Whilst we're kicking the
Okay,
door
okay.
down, I want to cast Mage Hand and grab the mask on the floor again.
Okay.
25.
okay.
All right. I'm sure 25 hits because it's a freaking glass window. Let me just double check here. So you punch this crystal, right? And it's crystal. And it does not seem to care that you punched it whatsoever. It's hard and it hurts.
This pisses Baylor off more.
No.
Wait a minute, let me just double check something real quick. Okay. I'm gonna rage,
Okay.
and I am going to. Sorry, how does the door look like it opens? If
So
that's possible to
it
see?
doesn't. Like it's
Okay.
like there's a stone wall, right?
Yeah.
And inside the stone wall is an opening that is 6 foot wide, 10 foot high, and
Yeah.
filled with crystal.
Right.
Like a window.
Like a crystal door / window. Like imagine a big crystal glass door that had no hinges.
Right, I'm gonna slam against it, try and dig my claws underneath it, as close
Can
to the,
I just
and
do
like
an-
try and essentially lift it, like deadlift it.
There's no way to stick your hand under it. Like it's
Yeah,
to the floor.
okay.
Like there, even if you could lift it, there's nowhere for it to go.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Can I just do an arcane investigation
Sure.
just to see if there's something funky we're not seeing? Except I'm not that good at Arcana, it turns out.
But that if you roll a 19, it doesn't matter.
I rolled a 20 twice apparently, so like
So yeah. So like the window isn't so much arcane in nature in anything. Best you can figure out is that it's really thick crystal. And Baylor just didn't hit it hard enough.
Can I hit it with my normal mace?
Sure, make an attack.
It's
Roll your damage.
I thought it would do it automatically, but no.
And if you click the mace part on roll 20, it'll do the damage.
Yeah, if you hit the
I did.
um
There you
there you
go.
go. Oh,
Oh, okay.
I hit it for you. Like,
Okay.
All right, so
Maybe it's because the mace has pointy bits.
so it's like it's 8 plus 6 if Blessed Strike is a thing.
14. Wait, yeah, what? No.
it's only one more than the non-crit.
So
sake.
8. So 16.
I don't often use my actual weapon.
So a small crack starts to form into it.
I loosened it. It's not your job. I step back and give Baylor the floor, basically.
Sort of give her a bit of a mean look, and then I go to
It's
punch her
fine.
again.
He didn't need me. I just had the pointy stick.
Let me actually double check something because there's a rule here that I'm not entirely clear on.
Oh my goodness. It's a boy.
Is it
Yeah.
damage
Is it a roll?
threshold?
Yeah.
You
So
look so judgmental.
If
Like,
they
basically,
surpass the
I'm
damage
judging you.
threshold, they take the whole damage.
So yeah, if there is a damage threshold on an item of like 10,
he's a
if you
baby.
deal less
He's a
than
very
10 points of
judgmental
damage, you
baby.
deal no damage at all. If
Slurping.
it's over 10, it's just what's on the thing. It's just what's on the dice.
Okay.
You treat anything less than 10 as 0.
All right. Cool. So yeah. In that case, technically, Ilhak's thing shatters it. But yeah. So
It's fine. I purposefully don't quite shatter it, so Baylor gets the floor.
Oh, that's
Cool.
so sweet of you.
It's like how you guys loosened the door for him.
yeah. Cool. All right. So this glass gets shattered. Whew.
Kirk's like, this is a bad thing.
The
Am I
moment the-
saying-
So, hold on.
Oh,
I wanna, because shit's gonna get real complicated real fast if I go free for all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to each of you and find out what you're doing as the glass gets shattered. Okay?
Oh,
So that
shit.
you all have a turn to tell me what you're doing, and I can piece together a series of events.
sweet.
All right. Josh, what is Artem doing?
So actually, Artem isn't where Artem's token is because he's not next to the door.
Mhm. Yeah, Artem and Baylor and Ilhak would be up at the front.
So I
Yeah.
guess Artem is probably stood at the back looking back this way, doing his like head on a swivel thing.
Okay. All right. So you are in the back, keeping a lookout so that nothing gets to drop on you.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Thank you for that hydrate.
I've run out of water.
All right.
Vodka counts, right?
So that's Josh. Prue, what is Z doing?
Z is gonna be like, go get them, baby. Like, step back, like to Sandfire, because I'm pretty sure Sandfire's got a plan.
Okay.
And I'm stepping back and
Alright.
knocking an arrow like over Sandfire's head, so that if anything comes for a beeline to Sandfire, I'll be able to just shoot it in the chest.
All right.
Or whatever it has, depending on what it is.
So what is Sandfire doing?
Whether this counts as two things is up to you, Kirk.
Mhm.
I'm gonna mage hand the mask toward and like put it on like through the mage hand whilst walking forward into the room.
Okay. Currently, Baylor and Ilhak are up at the thing. This is the moment where the glass shatters, right? I need to find out what everyone's doing when the glass shatters, and then we'll go into an initiative kind of thing, so that
Okay.
y'all can do.
Then I'm holding my spell in preparation to pull the mask forward.
Okay, so you have the mage hand currently grabbing the mask.
Yeah.
And are you floating it up? I don't remember whether or not you said that, or is it just
Yeah,
sitting
I'm-
on the
I'm-
ground?
I'm floating it up above their heads, where their
Okay.
head would be, but behind the glass so it could zoom
Okay,
straight to
so
them.
it's kind of one of those things where it's sitting up at the top of the door area.
It's like 8 foot up, whereas
Yeah,
these
that's
like 6
fine.
up.
Okay. All right. Cool. Baylor and Edelheck, you have broken the glass. All right. So now I have an understanding kind of where everyone's at when the glass breaks.
Mm-hmm.
I need to double check a thing.
Oh heck.
Oh wait, I'm probably stood there just so that I'm not in Artem's line of sight when he's looking backwards. Just as a thing. You know, Artem, I'm not gonna get in your way, my dear.
He's so chill. He's just like, yeah, I'm getting belly pets.
Because he's a little ragdoll kitty. Yes, you are a little ragdoll kitty, aren't you?
He's an excellent boy.
You're so
Baby.
big and heavy, like a big heavy baby. You want to get down? I put you down. You don't have to jump. It's okay. It's okay. I put you down.
I know Kirk was after serious answers, by the way, Prue, but what I really wanted to be like was like, is Zadie just grimacing as we smash down this priceless historical artifact?
We
Just like,
already
"Oh."
broke one crystally
Do
thing.
you know what? Maybe I wasn't like go get him, baby, to Sandfire. Instead, I was like Sandfire, single tear.
I imagine what it is like Elhack hits it the one time and you're like, ooh, and then you watch Baylor hit it and you're like, oh no.
It's fine. It's teamwork. You can
Okay.
just glue it back together afterwards.
All right.
Representation.
So
Do
I-
the Japanese technique where they put it together with gold.
okay. So I don't need to go into a legitimate initiative yet. So I assume the group is going to kind of work on things together. Is the plan to let Sandfire proceed with her plan with the mask?
If she hadn't had touched it with the mage hand, I would have probably grabbed it and picked it up and put it on. But since it is floating above my head, I will not touch it because I know it's like I know she can mage hand. So I know she's got it.
So
Basically.
is the group happy to let Sandfire
Yes, I am happy
do
to
what
let
Sandfire is going to do?
Yes, I am happy to let Sandfire do what she's going to do.
Okay, cool. All right, Sandfire. You float the mask over to yourself. I assume that Ilhak and Baylor are going to kind of step back and let her through kind of thing? Or
Yep.
do y'all want to like sit right there at the edge of the glass?
I assume that they can see me and are going to come for my butt. So no, I will absolutely let Sandfire pass through.
Okay, cool. All right. You should be able to move into that room, Sandfire. Do what you want to do. What are you doing? You as you approach.
So I'm making sure the mask is tied on and covers my face properly.
Okay.
And then I kind of take a half second before, and I just take a breath and step in a bit. I hope to the gods I'm right. And I take a step into the room and then just wait a second.
Okay.
Ready to dodge out the way of a laser beam or something.
Nothing appears to happen. You sit there holding your breath, and the place smells of rot, but nothing appears to happen. I
Just
will
remind
say,
me.
give me a perception check.
About the eyeball shield.
I mean, anybody that's looking into the room can roll a perception check.
I can't use inspiration because I haven't tied up for shit.
I'm going to say I'm not looking in the room, just so you know.
Okay.
I'm not being obtuse
Alright.
on purpose.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So nothing appears to happen.
Just a reminder, they are white around the room, aren't they?
They're desiccated corpses sitting in a chair. With everyone except for this one has a mask on it.
Okay. So now this one is. I don't know if that perception did anything, so I'll let you just give you a second.
Ilhak,
Mhm.
you are aware that when the glass shattered, light has kind of spilled into this room, and the eyes on this disc started flittering in different directions, like they're searching.
Can I point that out to Sandfire?
Sure.
Subtly?
But they haven't seen me. That's good.
That's the point, I hope.
So do I, I'll be honest, Ilhak.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, this is kind of going off a half-baked theory. Because this mask is tied to my face now, or is on my face, or however it works, I'm going to cast Mage Hand again. I don't want to touch these corpses myself. On this one.
Okay.
Pull it towards me, and then
roll a d20 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh shit, boy.
+3.
Okay. So it takes a little bit of force, and like the thing wiggles around a bit, but eventually you pull the mask off.
Like Star Wars Force, like using the Force, I pull it towards me, drag it, and I push it towards Baylor, and I put this on.
How does the monkey feel?
It will protect you.
Baylor does the thing.
I'll do the same with the other statues. Like
Okay.
I'll take a step in. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Take a step in.
That's fine. Now that you're wearing the mask, I'm actually going to remove this mage hand because I kind of get what you're doing. So, yeah, your objective. I'm just need to move you for a moment because I got to do a thing. So your objective now is to take each of the a mask for each of your party, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to speed that up because if you're just using Mage Hand to pull these masks and hand them to your party members, it will take a bit of time, but you can manage to successfully do that no problem. Because I assume you're not going to do anything other than that until you have a mask for everybody.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So now everybody has a mask. And which is the one white that you're leaving with a mask?
That one.
Okay, cool. All right. So everybody has a mask. What do y'all want to do?
Have a heart attack from the stress, probably.
Let's just go in the room.
Yeah, Baylor walks in.
All right.
I'm gonna go look at this tomb directly and see who's engraved on the top, which god this might be, etc., etc.
I will help Zadie in that pursuit.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
Can I keep an eye on the whites as they do that? Or the corpses, statues, whatever they may be.
I'll watch Baylor.
I mean, look, we all know they're whites, but for the purposes of this, they're just corpses.
Corpses this whole time.
We'll keep up the
Spoilers, jeez.
All right. So there's not a whole lot of ornamentation upon the sarcophagus. But based on, the fact that these bear-like structures holding this thing resemble another bear-like creature that y'all are familiar with, this you can figure out is the tomb of Obolaka, the whatever the hell kind of bear thing that was. Can't remember their names.
We just call them drop bears.
Yeah, I know we called them drop bears, so I was trying to remember what their actual name was. Zorbos.
Zorbo.
Cool. So yes, that's what y'all can kind of figure out there. I believe y'all should have handouts on each of the gods. Like y'all should definitely have the legend of the 9 gods so that y'all have
We
an
have the
idea
legend,
of the
yeah.
the personalities of each of these types of monsters or gods, whatever the hell they are.
So just for
So-
reference, gang, this was the one that cooked the meal to show up how like that they were like worth saving effectively, and then the Aramange put them in the put like recklessness or something. Yeah.
Each of these people will represent some sort of virtue, right? Is my guess. But I just kind of want to open the tomb. I just want to look inside
Okay.
the tomb and the dead
So-
god, but I don't have a way to get in there because my crowbar turned to dust.
Maybe this
So
is a
it
good
just
thing.
so this sarcophagus, while appearing fairly plain, has a stone base and a stone top. No hinges or anything like that. You look at it, examine it. You can bet that if you can just get the lid up a tiny bit, you can probably just slide it right off.
What about the eyeball disc and behind the eyeball disc?
So the eyeball disc held by the bear statues are constantly scanning the room, but they don't appear to be doing anything. There's not really much. There's just wall behind the disc.
I want to go and inspect each of these things and go up to everyone and kind of look at their masks, not take the masks off them, just to see if I can
We
gather
have
what
Y'all,
the-
masks.
y'all are wearing the mask.
Yeah, I
that
know, I
came-
know. That's what I mean. I want to go up to everyone and look at their faces and just be like, hold
Oh,
still. I
okay.
just want to study your face, but I'm not going to take them off them. Just to see if the prudence theory of did these represent virtues is true. I know that's not necessarily easy to do just by looking at masks and desiccated corpses, but you never know.
I'm really hoping I left Reckless alone.
So the mask that you're wearing that came off of the corpses
Mm.
is just plain black paper mache.
Ah,
Like there's no like facial structure to it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those masks like you want it to be completely anonymous kind of thing.
yeah, and everyone's got the same kind of anonymous plain mask.
I assume it's just like eye holes rather than like.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got you. Cool. Then no worries.
Not to sound horrid, but can we move one of the bodies in front of its the shield, and then drop it and
Wow.
back out?
Pecking
see what
each
it
other's
does.
eyes out, picking up corpses. You are a cocker, really. You're really a wild ride. I love it. Great idea. I will happily do that if other people want to give it a go.
I will happily back away once you do that.
Wow, you want to come in with the big ideas? Then not follow through,
and
huh?
then bugger off immediately. It's like, excuse you, it's called fight or flight, and I'm a bird. Like, what do you think I was gonna do?
I think I am the ideas bird. I'm the ideas bird. Not the
So
action bird.
so y'all are going to move a body?
Yep, fuck it. I'm gonna disturb this corpse.
Cool.
This one
What?
here.
Yeah, one of the ones that doesn't have a mask.
So you pick up its dusty body and move it around the room.
In front of
Yeah,
the...
carry it bridal style
Achievement
around.
unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. And it
well, Ilhak, I hope this was insightful for you, and I'll go and put it back.
So here's the like.
Did the eyeballs on the shield follow it?
no, they kept scanning the room.
Hmm. Is there something underneath the corpse?
Mm-mm. Actually, Z,
Yeah.
roll me a perception check with advantage.
Oh, shit me. Fuck. Is it to find a secret, though?
Just roll me a perception check with advantage.
Fuck me. I hate this stupid ass game. A 1 and a 3? 1 and a 3. Kill Zika. Just do it. I'm sorry, Sandfire, but she's gotta go. She's useless.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, they just look to be like they look like they're just slumped on these chairs inside these little niches in the wall.
Look.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand again and take it off the last one.
Okay.
I was gonna do that, but okay, sure.
I mean, I don't care who does it. Doesn't matter.
It's fine. I was just waiting for a point to button.
It doesn't change.
Okay, that's fine.
No matter, like, y'all take the mask off.
In which case, then I'm just gonna fucking slide the tomb open.
Roll me an athletics check.
I'll help with my little arms. I'll give you lower pressure.
That wasn't bad.
Cool.
That's even better.
So, you push this lid. You don't have to lift it very much, and it just slides right off, right? And you slide it open, and inside of the sarcophagus.
It's a boy. I think.
The bones of a Zorbo lie in a dusty pile within the sarcophagus. A ring rests atop the pile. Just trying to see if there's... Yeah, it's just a basic kind of ring. Kind of shaped in the form of a shield.
I think having learned our lesson, maybe Sandfire, if you want to mage hand that, and we back away a little.
Yeah, sure. I'll.
In which case, then I will back up and allow Sandfire to mage hand this and see what happens.
Oh, I didn't mean to go behind you. I meant to go next to you. Shit, I'm stuck.
Do you
Sorry,
think it's
I'll
worth
move.
identifying
That's fine.
before taking it out of the room?
You need to touch
case?
it to identify it, though, bear in mind.
I think you don't, actually.
Oh, don't you?
No, I think it's got a range of 30 foot.
It's touch.
Oh, it is touch? Cool. So, yeah, you would need to touch it then. But, yeah, if you want, do whatever you want, man.
Sandfire is just gonna go here. I cast Mage Hand to gently lift the ring.
Okay. You lift the ring with your mage hand.
Cool. I'll bring it to me and I'll catch it in the palm of my hand.
Cool.
That.
Everybody except for Neve, take your headphones off.
Is it a bad time to say my hands are gloved?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They're not.
I know.
Sandfire doesn't care about gloves.
All right, so as you touch the ring, dust in the sarcophagus swirls into the shape of a small, feral, bear-like creature that charges towards you with a ghostly roar. I need... Bloody hell. Oh, wrong one. I keep losing track of this page. It's a saving throw of some kind. Give me a moment. Charisma saving throw.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
20.
Okay. Cool. All right.
That's a better number.
And I use a spell slot to cast Identify.
Okay. It is a
I
ring
just
of
realised
protection.
I had my fucking headphones turned all the way down like an idiot.
Sorry, I missed the signal.
I have to unplug mine. So
All you missed was I cast Identify.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh,
So cool.
Who's got the OC? Who's got the lowest AC?
you.
Probably you.
I'm guessing
Mine's
it's
17.
Autumn also a frontline fighter with no that doesn't really disengage very often, and it also doesn't fuck with my unarmored defense. Just throwing that out there.
I think it's like one of you two should take it.
You're a lot more useful to have this.
Like I'm generally closer to the action.
I don't believe this will impede your combat.
I don't think so either.
And I'll give it to Arthur.
Cool. I need everybody except for Josh to take
Start
off your
to take the
headphones.
heads off. Nice.
Oh, no.
I'll swap them around then. I see.
Okay, I'm unplugged.
He boy.
Right. Can I give-
Tabaxi.
As I give it, can I use that to give Artem inspiration?
No.
Damn it.
2 possessed Tabaxi it is. I see how this fucking day is going.
All right. So, as Sandfire hands you the ring, the dust in the tomb rises up into the shape of a small feral bear, which charges towards you. I need a charisma saving throw.
I'm going to use my inspiration. That's not good.
Cool.
That's not much better.
All right. So, now I get to tell you a thing. So, you are possessed
Cool.
by the spirit of Obalaka. I'm
Nice.
going to put a thing into your journal.
Cool.
I just need the stupid thing. There's a handout that I need to put into your journal. I just gotta find out where it is again.
I'd like to point out to the people that are just kind of watching at home, at least Josh is the one that gets possessed by the bear. You know? That gives me a little bit of something, you know? If I'm going to be possessed, at least I'm going to be possessed by the bear.
Right, so, okay.
That seems fine.
So I've put a handout into your journal called
Cool.
Obalaka Spirit. Obalaka.
One second.
Yeah. So Obalaka, he doesn't control you, right? He's literally a voice constantly nattering away in your head. And
Hang on, that's why. So I'm still just trying to find this journal. Just give me 1 second. Player handouts.
I don't know.
There you go. I've got it. I think
Okay.
I've got it.
So Obalaka
Yes, I've got
he's nervous and obsessive. Like he's got that OCD kind of thing going on, right?
Ticky.
Yeah. So as long as Obalaka is possessing you, you have a new flaw on your character. You are risk averse and a slave to a routine. So, like, you do not want to take risk, and you're like, yes, it is morning now, I must do my prayers. You know, not
That's
far off
actually
from where you actually are.
Not terribly far off the
Right?
mark, honestly.
So, in addition to this, while you're inhabited by Obalaka, you have a power.
Cool.
You can attune to 1 additional magic item. So instead
Nice.
of just 3, you can now attune to 4.
Question, and I don't know whether this is a case of being able to answer this, and it's like a case of like fuck around and find out, but I assume that I'm not able to be possessed by more than one thing at a time. I assume one would supersede another. Is that okay? That's fine.
I can't give you that information.
There might have been an answer to that question. It was worth asking.
Yeah, that's not one I'm going to. So just to give you a kind of an idea, Obalaka is lawful neutral, right?
That's fine. That's what Autumn is.
Yeah. So I'm letting you know because that determines their personality. That way,
Sure.
I don't have to like constantly whisper you what this thing's. Periodically, I will whisper you a thing about certain locations in the tomb and certain reactions, which,
Sure.
as you can guess, is what was happening when y'all
To
went
Rob.
to Moa's tomb and
Yeah,
I was
sure.
dealing with Rob. So that's what's going on.
Who's drop bear's thing?
The Egen. He's mortal
an
enemies
Egen?
within the Egen, which is the.
Hang on, I need to fucking. There's too many fucking handouts in this game.
Yeah.
Tomb of the Nine Gods. No, where the fuck is it gone?
Egen.
Where the hell is that gone? I've like, literally. Oh, there it is. Legend of the Nine Gods. So it's an Amarage.
Ah, yeah, the bunny. Yes. So you and the bunny don't get along.
Cool. That's fine.
But yep, so that's that.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's about everything you need
And
to
I
know now.
can add this ring of protection to my inventory.
Yes.
I assume it's a +1 ring of protection?
Yes, it's a standard +1 ring of protection. Okay.
Gosh.
Okay. Cool.
Just me going like headphones.
Not me
Done.
fucking catching up on the Zoom chat and reading what Prue is writing. Jesus Christ, Prudence.
And you
wasn't
notice how
me. It was the persona ghost inside
Your
me.
acid green Arctic fox with big titties, is that what it was?
I love you all.
That's this
All right. Let me open up my 58th handout
Rob
so I
is
can
just
go mark another
slowly
thing.
poisoning us all. I blame it all on him.
Fucking hell, where's this thing?
You're
now?
welcome.
Cool. All right. So, now that I've updated myself with that bit of information, what would y'all like to do?
OC cry. Because I kind of guess what's just happened.
Been there, done that.
I'm not going to say Jack fuck all to you, but it's nowhere near as bad as what Rob got, I'd imagine.
Like,
mine's not a million miles away.
I will say this, like, the fact that that was the first tomb y'all interacted with, because obviously y'all have determined a pattern here. That was the worst first tomb possible for y'all to interact with.
Yeah, for sure.
When I give Artem the ring, do I see like a change in his does he like
Honestly, even reading what Kirk has given me, nothing is different about Artem. Absolutely nothing.
Nada. It's like they were made to be.
Literally. Like,
there you go. Right.
thank you.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Baylor.
They are just friends now. I like it.
Let's have a reasonable discussion. The other tomb, you said you didn't want to go into it. Now, can I ask why?
The tomb of
Because-
Moa, and he spits on the floor.
Mo is a backstabbing snake.
Moa's a backstabbing snake. Spits on the floor again.
Okay. Well, you've seen what we've done here and in the other tomb. We're going in and we're taking prized possessions. Is that not beneficial to your cause? It would make him less powerful?
It would make him free. Don't let her lie to you.
No, it would make him free. You're trying to trick me.
No, this is why we're having the discussion all the way over here. Not over by the Moa's tomb.
It is.
Distinct difference.
Moa stole your water. Moa is the reason Uptower left the jungle.
Would you not want to get revenge?
I have my revenge. He is trapped forever.
No, I have my revenge. He's trapped forever. He cannot
You-
get out. If
you
we go
say-
there, we will release him. Or you will
Just-
release him.
Just say by releasing. Maybe we do not want to inflict chult with these 9 gods once more. Maybe that is a little unwise.
Well, yes, they are the enemies of Uptower.
Shall we proceed to the next level then?
Duh.
Wait, isn't OOC, isn't there one more up here?
No.
Aren't there four
Moa's.
up here?
Nope.
Oh,
3.
there's Moa, and then there's the fountain up the top, but like we don't know what that is.
Yeah. There's
Oh.
the big stair room, the statue room that turns metal things to rust, Wongo's tomb, the fountain, this tomb, and Moa's tomb.
And the scary mouth that we don't talk about.
Yeah, it's not really a room.
It's a closet. It's like a shoe closet that a
The
demon
fucking-
lives in.
It's a
Look, the
little
demon just
oubliette. We don't like it.
The demon just wanted to come out of the closet and be friends.
Came out here for a good time, and y'all just fucking ruined it.
I'm just so alone, and it's dark, and I can't see anything.
I fucking shot that bitch to fucking death. It can do one.
Yep.
So I would just like to show you all something. My mother Jaculi was too honest to lie. Speak no truth to the doomed child.
But who the fuck is the?
I mean, that's what that tomb's going to be, something related to talking and
To
telling
honesty.
lies and not
Actually,
telling lies.
yeah,
and-
that fully checks out. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, that fully checks out.
Well, downstairs we saw that. Well, no, so Baylor, I think at the time
Artem.
saw the. Okay, I couldn't remember which one of the Cat brothers saw that shambling
Cat.
thing.
If you're wondering who normally saw something, it's usually Artem.
If it was seen, Artem did it. If it was punched, Baylor did it.
That's a fair, honestly, that's a fair assessment.
One of the cats.
Yeah, let's go downstairs. Wee.
Yeah, let's go downstairs, potentially into a mess.
May
Can we
I-
look down effectively? Well, we would have to climb out of the crystal room first.
It's 60. So what we were told before, Burrito, is that it's 60 feet down, so it's past like the Tabaxi's dark vision.
So, like,
Um,
every 25 feet, you can see, like, a balcony down there, if you can see that far. But it goes down further than 60 feet. But you know that just like on this level, there are stairs down at every level.
I
Can
say
we take Baylor back to the fountain and see how he reacts to the fountain if that causes any weird things? We would have to go past the rust area. Not that
Yeah.
that's a problem for Zadie anymore.
True. I can just walk in there and go shit.
And Baylor was fine in the first instance anyway. Aside from the mace now, which I've got, so.
If we are going to proceed down, may I suggest we do so quietly?
Mm.
There are things down there that we cannot truly see. We cannot see to the bottom.
Very sensible.
I think maybe quietly is the best way in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Go quietly.
So the plan is to head down the stairs to the next level?
Yep.
Cool. Can y'all put yourselves in this hallway in your marching order, please?
Aye, Captain.
I've put myself there so I can be at the back somewhere. Yeah. I think
That's
we're gonna have to go.
It has to be a
single
straight
file.
line.
I think Baylor's at the front, so if we arrange ourselves behind Baylor. Can I go behind you, please, Soundfire? Because
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
taller than you and can shoot arrows over your head.
sometimes I just feel like a bannerman in this relationship.
Well, also, you're also a healer, and having you quite central would be very good. You know.
You can just say yes or no, Kurt, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. I will put myself like in the middle of the pack.
We have to go single file, so I think you
Oh.
might want to go here, Ilhak. Because
Okay.
the balcony and the stairs are all 5 feet.
Yeah. Give me a
Whilst
second.
we're walking,
I will. I feel like that's a bad position, but I will take it.
I think it's good.
Yeah, sure. I'll be between the two cat brothers that are experiencing funny things.
whilst we're walking towards the stairs, I'll cast a message to Zadie and then in turn to Ilhak, and I'll describe what I saw. And I go, this may be similar to what happened to Baylor and has maybe now happened to Artem.
But you know how much I love to touch things. God damn it.
Me and the girls, no. Sorry. Sorry.
Fuck me!
God damn it, Rob.
Z bursts out
I like how Rob's
You
still
said
being
it.
blamed.
I've been good this
like
this
we
episode.
were messaging, so we were just talking in like very quiet whispers, and Z just bursts out laughing, and it's like, oh, sorry, quietly.
All right. So the idea
That
is that
Ilhak, generally speaking, feels unsafe right now. Like, great, I'm stuck between the two.
You're a life cleric. You're the best person to be stuck there.
Sure, you say that. You just don't want to be in my position.
so. What I will say is, y'all are attempting to move down there stealthily, correct?
Yes.
All right. In that case, I would like group stealth checks.
I will say I've used my inspiration on that, and I've got a 24.
Okay.
29.
Oh yeah.
Cool. All right. The other thing I will say before I move y'all to the maps, the next map, y'all are descending down into darkness. Okay. Because the only light, like y'all had light up here, but it was thin beams of dim light coming through the rock and all that stuff. Some of you do not have dark vision.
Yes.
Anybody going to produce a light source, or are we going to walk blindly?
I'm between the two cats who can both see. But I can cast the light cantrip if need be.
Can you pass me something lit, like just a coin?
Sure, I will
Okay,
pass
fine.
you a lit coin or a lit pebble of some variety. Something small that can be shoved in a pocket.
Yeah, exactly. And I will carry that like a little flashlight at the back of the group.
In fact, since you last said that, Prue, I've used that in our home game. Instead of casting light on
Yeah,
a giant
it's true.
fucking shield, I
It's
used it
true.
on a tiny coin.
It's true. It happened.
And confirm.
I play Asimar's almost all the time. So I always have light cantrip because it's a racial feature. So I'm very used to it by now.
Okay,
I will put it in
so
the thing.
Is Z the only one that will be carrying a light source then?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Light is 2020.
Mm-hmm. I'm just updating it now. I just wanted to make sure while I was dealing with everybody's tokens.
Parfait.
I'm just gonna hope that the cats know where they're going, as I am sandwiched between them.
All right. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and move y'all down to this next map.
Woohoo.
Welcome to level 2 of the Doom of Annihilation.
Dun dun dun!
So
I like how we thought of the same thing, Prue.
give me a minute and I will open up yet another document to read y'all some grey text, because I'm sure there's some around here somewhere. In fact, I have a whole bunch of things that are going to happen.
Oh, shit.
Level 2.
Prepare your butts.
Da, da, da. So, as you step forward into this, the Cat Brothers can see basically this entire room. So, there's a corridor off to your north, one ahead of you to the east. There's a plaque on the wall over here. And there's a set of stairs that go down once you get over here. And there's a weird looking door with some stuff going on over at the south. But
Sorry.
I think, give me a second because I want to double check something real quick. But what will immediately kind of catch Baylor and Artem's attention, because they're the only ones I think that can actually see this for. I'm not sure. I'll have to check the light. Y'all might all be able to see this for. Nope, not quite.
No.
Okay, so what Artem and Baylor for definite see, and I'm checking who else can see. So, yeah. Pretty sure that it's just Artem and Baylor. Yep. Only Artem and Baylor see a familiar-ish creature.
That fucking thing again.
Yeah, y'all know what it is.
Demon thing, whatever it was.
This one, however, the part that rises from its skull is a square. Yeah, I got so many different things to cross-reference.
Jesus Christ. My room has suddenly become a fucking humid mess.
All right. I'll find out what the shape is at some other point. But yeah, y'all pretty much know what it is. The shape, it's not a triangle.
It's not the one we already have.
Yeah. And it's just kind of ambling around, heading south. So, what do y'all want to do? Because there's actually no great text here yet.
Well, it depends on what the brothers tell us.
Baylor, you're in front, mate, so it's up to you kind of where we walk because we're in single file.
Seeing that thing,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna shout, you again. And I'm gonna sort of sprint over here, and then I want to use my special action.
Okay. You still have base movement yet. Because that's only 20 feet. And you have like a movement of what, 40?
Yeah, fuck it. Go on then. I'll run right up to it. Still going to use that special thing
the
there.
feline agility to run up to it. All right, attempting to grapple it, beat it up. Or are you trying to rip its head off?
Yeah, so I want to. It needs to do the thing where it needs to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. All right.
Then I'll do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
The punchy thing or whatever.
So let me. So many things. Oh, if only I could remember where this handout was.
I'm just going to rage if that's.
Let me double check here. What's going on? Okay, remember that thing that you're trying to do there is an action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So DC 16 wisdom saving throw from this other thing that I gotta find. Because I still haven't actually found the stupid thing for these dumb things. Come on. I don't want the handouts. Sorry, y'all. There's just a whole lot of things.
It's fine. It's fine.
Tick, 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 tick. You know what? I'm just going to roll a flat d20. Cool. I actually can't do that because I actually got to see if they're immune to it. You know what, yo? This is bullshit. Why they can't give me the thing every place that these things are? So, don't care about that, don't care about that. Let's go back to the first level and get the information from there, because that's apparently going to be the easiest way to do it. Tick, 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 tick. You know what? I don't care. Fuck it. Yeah, so it's not going to move. All right. So you used your action to do your special feature.
Mm-hmm.
You have moved,
Mm-hmm.
and you said you are raging.
Yes.
Okay, so that's basically everything you can do in a turn.
Cool.
Cool. All right. So yes. So Baylor has just kind of shouted and bolted. Artem, obviously, you can see where he's gone and what he's doing.
I cannot.
You can't?
Like, I can see green, but like because of where I'm stood in the order, if he's bolted around this corner, I can't see him.
He went
No,
down here.
I can't see his toe. Oh, I can. Just about.
Yeah,
I can. It's because I'm zoomed out a little, sorry. Yeah, I can't see him.
Okay. So what does everyone else want to do?
I will follow simply because if I stand, I'm gonna be in everyone's way because we're gonna have to be in single file.
Okay.
When I'm standing here,
Uh-huh.
can I look as to what's at this left? Because I can see that there's a thing, but when I'm standing here, my vision doesn't change.
That's because you don't have a source of light. You pass the coin, or do you want to carry a lit coin as well?
Yeah, we can do a lit coin.
Doesn't it only happen once?
It's a cantrip.
I'm fairly sure that, because I looked at this, I'm fairly sure the wording is the other coin
If you cast
disappears
it
when you
again,
cast it
yeah.
again.
I'm just looking.
Look at me knowing spell.
Yeah, look
For
at you.
once. That never happens.
I just don't
The
want
spell
there to
ends
be
if you cast it again.
Okay,
So-
then I'm gonna leave it well enough alone and flutter to where the cat brother went, which I think is somewhere over here.
Okay. All right. So you're off in the darkness, stumbling down through this hallway.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I'll follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hoping so because I've got a. Well.
All right. Sandfire, Z, are y'all
I
staying
forgot a
on the
thing.
stairs, or are y'all coming down as
I'll
well?
go in with.
Okay.
We'll go together. 1 second.
All right. So, yeah. Baylor, you want to do something else to this thing?
I will. That twat in the chat probably needs to be banned. There we go. Yes, I am gonna punch a thing.
Okay.
Because what else does Baylor do?
Make your attack with advantage. Okay.
23.
Cool. Right. So
14 damage.
you twat the thing and like you hit it, you punch it, and when you do, like the bones on it crack and the head tumbles and rolls backwards, and the rest of it just collapses into nothing.
Time to play catch the head or football.
So you
Sort
can
of celebrate rather loudly and aggressively.
so
There is no stealth with this man about.
I think this one's a square. I'm gonna say it's a square because that seems right. So square skeleton key. Whoever
Well,
wants to
after
pick it up.
3 follows 4, so number of points.
Okay.
All right.
I've added it to my custom items.
All right. So I think
Who's holding these skull heads?
Who's on a big train?
No, they're just attached to her belt really suspiciously, and they clatter as they hit
Oh,
each other.
yeah, that's badass. That is
Warhammer.
what they look
Prue,
like.
yeah, I was about to say, Prue just looks like a fucking Warhammer
Barbarian.
corn model, just fucking covered in skulls.
what? You mean you don't want them like in the backpack so that when she gets petrified, the whole adventure stops? Again?
Well, I was literally about to just do an RP based on that, Kirk. I was just gonna take it, start like wrapping it up, and then be like, ugh. Somebody else should take this one, I think. Like, and I'll leave it wrapped up because it's like an artifact. I'll have like, rags that I've wrapped it in. I'm just proffering it to the group. One of you should take this. I shouldn't have everything on me at all times.
Cool.
Oh. And I'll add it to my equipment.
Thank you, sweetie.
All right. So
Everyone gets a skull. You get a skull. I get a skull. Soundfire gets a
I
skull.
hand you the square skeleton key, as I've been calling them in my inventory.
all right. So as Z moves forward and y'all get the light, there is a plaque here on the wall, and I'm going to give you a handout.
You say this?
Crap.
The
Oh,
skull was
In
square.
memoriam.
Yes.
This is another sheet of clues, I bet.
So on this plaque, the ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god entombed. Into the darkness descend.
Wow, he certainly is dramatic, huh?
What was the first one?
Yeah, because you're currently wearing a ring, but I don't think it's a path.
So,
Could be a key.
The dead
Open it
abhor
all.
sunlight.
Could be the shape of a room. Like it could be like a labyrinth.
The ring.
so
Yeah.
it's 10:30. So y'all can have 2 weeks to puzzle over what y'all think those clues mean, because we're going to end the session for tonight. Obviously, as I've mentioned before, we will not be here next week. Most of our players are unavailable, so we'll be taking the week off for them to do, things with life. And yeah, we should be back the week after that, barring, anything major and dramatic. So thank you for tuning in and watching. I'm going to let each of these people tell you who they are and where you can find them. And, anything they want to mention about the session or whatever. So let's start with the Prue.
Hello. Thank you for a lovely session and thanks for taking care of us. I'm enjoying exploring the tomb. I said it last week, I'll say it this week. It's fun. Thanks, friends, for all coming and playing tonight. You're all angels. I love playing games with you. I'm Prue. I'm Proopy Pants everywhere on the internet. I'm actually in 2 streams tomorrow. If you want to come along, I'm in a Jasper's Game Day stream for Paradise RPG. They started out the week with freaking Travis McElroy and stuff on their stream. I'm playing in a like kind of classical D&D setting. I'm playing a cute little satyr, divine soul, sorcerer, trickster, sweetie pie. So if you want to come to that and help raise money for charity, that is at 8 a.m. EST or 1 p.m. UK on the Paradise RPG channel. And then I'm also streaming with my lovely friend Tempest, Tempest Games. They're doing a kind of queer roundtable called Design with Intent, and this is specifically looking at queer focused games and how to design adventures and game mechanics with queerness in mind and do it respectfully and fun and welcoming LGBTQ plus people to your table. So if either of those things sound like fun to you, D&D for charity or queer game design, I'm about on the internet a lot tomorrow. I'm going to be very tired because then I'm going to run Monster of the Week for half of these people. So yeah, catch me about on the internet. Follow me, Creepy Pants, if you want to stay updated on what I got to do. I'm excited to watch Love Island tonight. If I'm looking for Love Island friends, talk to me about Love Island. That's me. I'm done. Finally. Woo! Big spiel this weekend.
Cool. Burrito?
I'm Burrito. I'm available nowhere except here, and I'm going to UKG next week, which is part of the reason why we're not playing. So I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm going to have fun playing board games. So see you guys after that. That's it.
Cool. Rob?
What's going on, internet? It's your boy. Sorry, I've been very quiet today. It's been a weird one. It's been a weird one today, but I'm enjoying this crazy fucking tomb and what it entails. I'm hoping for no more PvP nonsense because that kind of sucks. And like, if that's your jam, go for it. But it's just not anyone's jam at this table, and that's okay. But yeah, looking forward to exploring more of it. Exciting, we're on another level. So let's fucking go. You can find me on the internet at the Undead Gamer, Gamer without the E. I try and do shit on the internet, stream, make bullshit content with my friends, which is dope, and we all enjoy it. So maybe you should come along and try and enjoy it as well. Don't force yourself. I'm selling real good. So yeah, twitch.tv that's the Undead Gamer. We're doing a lot of Sea of Thieves at the moment. Me, Josh, and Burrito are crewing up as the crew of the Undying Star. Shenanigans ensue. I've also started a new playthrough on the channel, which is very exciting. We're playing Thronebreaker, the sort of solo Gwent game. So more Witcher shenanigans, of course. Also follow me on the socials, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at the Undead Gamer, Game without the E. And also go listen to mine and Josh's podcast that we do, the Undead Gaming Cast, which you can find on most podcasting platforms. We will have an episode live for you this coming Tuesday about something. Don't know what, but something. Blizzard, Activision Blizzard have been absolute dicks recently. So maybe we'll have a really fun episode talking about the abuse that they're perpetuating in the industry. That's always fun. That's me.
All right, Neve.
I'm Neve. I enjoyed the session. Just gonna reiterate, I hated that the PvP happened. I know I initiated it, but I didn't mean to that level, if that makes sense. But I exist on the Discord and on here, and that's about it. So you can't find me anywhere, but I always have a good news story. So Josh will attest to this. As a child, I was obsessed with the RNLI, which is the Royal National Lifeboat Institute. And a wonderful story they've done is they rescued a dog from the sea who went swimming for 3 hours and ended up 3 miles out of the ocean. And they rescued him. And he is an adorable Spring Spaniel called Ollie.
My goodness.
And he looked like he enjoyed his boat trip as well by accident.
Nice.
It's adorable. There's just a bit. The video is of him harnessed to the boat, but him looking out to sea.
Okay. And Josh?
Oh, hey, internet, I'm Singularity Josh. You can find me anywhere on the internet at Singularity Josh. More often than not, I'm playing when Rob is live. I don't really do my own streams at the moment. Maybe I'll get back to it, maybe not. As for the session, certainly very interesting. I am enjoying it. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in a couple of weeks, and looking forward to seeing a couple of you actually in person next week during Games Expo. So that's me.
Cool. And I'm Kirk, the Celtic Cage, and you can find me here almost every Friday, running Tomb of Annihilation for these wonderful people until we wrap up the tomb, which won't be too far away. And then we'll be on to play something else, I'm sure. We love you. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. Take care of yourself. And have a good week the following after that, because I won't be here to tell you next Friday to take care of yourself and have a good weekend. All right, I'm going to roll some credits, and we're going to say goodbye. Thank you for joining us. Bye.